If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
To screw today up. Like, yes, look, Jason's not as whiny as I am, but I'm sure when I'm gone, it's similar for him and vice versa. It just, and obviously, no disrespect to you, Chris, it'd be if anyone's going, you're gone, whatever. It's just different. And especially when we're not in summer, we've got playoffs, we got, the draft, a lot of stuff to talk about. But it's a heavy load. Hello. When, one of us is gone and the show, I don't think is as good when any of us are gone. So, yes, it is going into Jason being gone last week. I was like, oh, God, next week's going to suck. And then now we're at Friday. It's like, oh, my God, we're almost done. And then when Jason gets back on Monday, it's like running with bricks. That were tied to your feet, no longer on your feet. And speaking of the show, I'll say this, and I'll bury it early. Maybe mention it later, but Chris and I were just talking. Chris and I were just having a nice conversation before the show, which is rare. We were actually having weirdly enough, a normal, not serious, but like we're having a normal interaction about work stuff, which is really strange. So every quarter, they put out the ratings, for the 3-month periods, right? And we got them yesterday. And I got as a matter of fact, this is how I found out. After the show, Chris, again, this is weird, comes up to me and goes, hey, you should go into the boss's office. I'm like, really? We just got done. You're laying this on me? Yeah. And he goes, it's nothing bad. And I go, nobody ever says you should go into the boss's office and it's a good thing. Like, what's about to get laid on me here? And so I go in, and it's ratings. And you all occasionally say that our ratings have been really good. I don't know. There's rules about ratings, guys, which is why I'm kind of fumbling here. Like, I want to be very careful because you got to be careful about how specific you get because there's literal laws about it. I will say this: the ratings are better than they've ever been. It's not just that we're the number one sports show in the city. It's not. It's just. It's not close. It's not close, and I bring that up as always for two reasons. The first and foremost, respect to everybody else who does this job and everybody else, whether it's at this station or any other station. Like, you know how hard of a job it can be, how not hard a job, but you know how challenging it can be at times, especially you got a bad Kings season. This was a challenging sports year here locally. And the fact that we are literally the number 2 morning show in any format in the entire city. The only ones that are beating us is Armstrong and Getty. And, you know, I don't think we can ever – they get to talk about everything. I mean, good guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting them. But we kind of have our lane we talk about and can talk about. But beating the hell out of it, it's them, it's us, and then it's the rest of the city. And then as far as any other day part, middays, afternoons, evenings, whatever, it's just not close. I bring it up because I want to make sure to acknowledge that and thank you guys. Like, honest to God, we're only as good as our listening audience. And if we don't have listeners and we don't have numbers, we don't have jobs. So I want you to know that you've been doing whatever you're doing, keep doing it. The support is incredible. I believe in acknowledging the audience. We go back and forth and, you know, I'll argue with some and, you know, it's all part of the game. But in the end, I absolutely really appreciate you guys. And I know I speak for Jason, too, and Chris. Like, really appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting us play in your sandbox, especially in a day where you have YouTube, you have podcasts, you have DVRs and recorded stuff. I mean, it used to be like, oh, there's 3 radio stations. Well, we're third. That's top 3. Yeah, dude, there's 3 radio stations. There is so much you guys can pick from. There's so much that you can choose from. And the fact that you choose us is a huge compliment, or also says something about you and you need help. Because that really was the conversation I had with Chris. I was like, hey, no disrespect to us. I was like, I don't know. I've done this a long time. And we've had runs where we've had good ratings, but nothing like this, and certainly nothing on a consistent basis. I mean, this has been going on now for the better part of 2 years where we've been top 5, 4, 3, and 2. And I don't get it. I don't understand why you guys listen so much, but you do, and it's awesome. And we thank you. We really, really do. And before you say it, you know, we probably should do something for you. Maybe a listener event where we have biscuits and gravy.
I will say I have been in talks, and we have gotten further than we have before.
Really?
Setting something up in the morning.
Oh, God, that would be amazing. I mean, to the point where, like, I would actually help cook. I have no problems getting here. I would get here a couple hours early, and if we had the setup, or maybe just bring it in. I don't know. I could probably make a vat of gravy, bunch of it. I mean, the problem also got, just so people understand too, we joke about it, but we also don't want to go too behind the scenes because it's boring. People say, oh, well, you keep talking about doing a listener event, but you guys understand it's not just like, oh, everybody show up and go downstairs in our big, you know, listener lounge that can fit about 50 people, and we'll cater food. Like, you think that's the thing, right? And I understand why you think that. Nope. It's the stuff. It's the boring stuff. We have to have, like, staff that works it so that people can get in and out and know where to go use the bathroom or go outside. We have security gates you have to get let in.
Yeah, it's most likely not going to be here.
Okay, because that would make the most sense. But then it's like getting everything on the road. We have to have, like, disclaimers in case somebody doesn't tell us they're allergic to biscuits and they have a allergic reaction so that they don't sue. Like, there's the legal involved. Like, it's insane. It's not just, it used to be just, hey, come on down, we'll get some burgers. It is not that anymore. But we will try to make it happen. Yeah, it's probably going to be somewhere else, because then if we do it at a restaurant or someplace else, they have to deal with all the legal. Chris, I'm sure you're familiar with the old Jonathan Frakes show where he would he was Will Riker on Star Trek. But this is the show where it was like Believe It or Not kind of thing. Like you've seen the meme where he basically...
Oh, I love that show. What was it called? Is it It's Real or Not? Something like that?
Yeah, Real or Not. Yeah, exactly.
Fact or fiction?
Yeah, I think that might be it. Or at least that's the question he asked. And he would ask all kinds of questions like for example, if you're not familiar, here's just a mashup of some of the questions he'd ask. Come on, Joe, where are you at here? Always unmute.
Beyond belief, fact or fiction.
Okay, so we were half right. Here.
What really happened here? Did 3 acrobats really choose to avenge their sister's death?
And haven't dogs and cats been known to predict earthquakes? But what about the detail of the chocolate chip cookies? But then what about those dog tags?
But then, how do you explain the chocolate? How else do you explain both people using the same computer repair shop? If not, how could the boy suddenly speak Chinese?
Okay, so there's a
They brought the show back?
Did they really? When?
It says, let me get all of this. It came back in 2022.
Okay. Was it hosted by him as well?
Yeah.
Wow, it didn't do well.
So it did 2 seasons, one in 2022 and one in 2023.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, me neither.
Did it say where it was
I
broadcast?
gotta find that out because I want to see those 2 seasons.
They were. It's a fantastic show. And there's one thing that's used on social media.
I remember saying, I don't remember who I was with, but I remember specifically saying to someone when we're watching it, it's like, ghost dog, that one's fake.
Yeah, you'd guess. That was part of the game. And somewhere, if you've seen anything, you've seen the mashup of Jonathan Frakes, the host, going, no, not true. It's not real. No.
I guess it's on Peacock.
Wow. Well, some genius, Chris, some absolute, like Einstein level, Stephen Hawking, Isaac Newton level genius said, hey, I'm going to take these clips, but I wonder what it'll sound like if I play them at half speed. And the answer is, imagine a drunken Jonathan Frakes just asking you things.
Have you ever walked out of a mall into a huge parking area and realized you'd forgotten where you parked your car? Ever gone mountain biking? What do you want to be when you grow up? What's the right tip? Have you called a plumber to your home lately? How superstitious are you? How much money would it take to make you spend a night in a cemetery? Do you display this as a trophy? Do you have a pet? Do you have a sweet tooth?
It got me, dude. I watched this last night. It absolutely got me. Because it really does sound like old John has had a few too many, and he's just inquiring. He just wants to know things, man.
Do you believe in the power of a curse? Have you had your hearing tested lately? Planning a trip soon?
I don't know who did it, but shout out to whoever did it. Did you ever clip that up, by the way? You did? Where's it at? Or do you just want to launch it? You're saving it? Okay. Also, I won't play the whole thing, but I was having some fun on the internet yesterday. Chris, I imagine you're incredibly familiar with this. I'm not really a prank call guy. Like crank anchors and all that, not really my thing. But this absolutely gets me every single time.
Am I ready for what? Who's this?
Are you ready for this Sunday night when WWE Champ John Cena defends his title in the WWE Super Slam? Right now you can order this awesome pay-per-view event for just $59.99.
I'm sorry, no, there is not any chance in hell that we're ever going to have wrestling in this house again. But thank you, but no. Have a good day. Hello?
And goodbye to anyone one standing in John Cena's way when he takes on 6 men in a steel cage shoots and ladders match at WWE Super Slam. Order now and save $10 with a low price of just $49.99.
Sir, you guys just called me, and as I mentioned before, we're not ordering this, so please stop calling my house.
You get the idea.
I don't like these.
I almost always don't like them either.
I almost wish it was just like the thing on its own. Because, like, the lady isn't a good actress.
Oh, it's a setup?
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I swear to Jesus, if this is those wrestling again.
Okay, good morning. Hi, I'm just calling this morning to ask if you're a supporter of the United States military.
Oh, my God, I apologize. We've been getting calls all morning. I apologize, and yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, I am.
Great. Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is John Cena. He's going to get in the ring and put boots to asses this
Are
weekend.
you kidding me?
That's a setup. I'm so sad.
Are you serious?
I wanted to believe it was real. Like, do you know for a fact it was? Or are you just saying,
I mean,
it's pretty obvious that it is?
Yeah.
Is it?
Because her reaction to it afterwards. Oh, I didn't know that this was a prank phone call from a radio show.
Oh, see, you know what? The clip I have saved doesn't have that part. That's the last thing you hear is the one about the Marine, and then it hangs up.
Oh, there's one more.
Okay, all right.
Hey, we're actually doing a fun radio bit.
Where did you put that, by the way?
Daily Audio.
Oh man, okay. Well, we should do those. Except I wouldn't have the heart. I wouldn't have the heart.
I used to. This was before like you could use like the fake phone on your phone and stuff like that to put like a fake phone number. So when I was bored at our radio station on Madison, because we had like a corporate like type of phone number, I would call my friends as collections saying that they didn't pay their last payment on their car. They did not like it.
What is wrong with you, dude?
And I'd have to use this voice.
Well, that's where, you'd have quite a few voices to use. Well, see, we should do a whole album of those.
Like if you're looking, do you remember Kid Chris?
Yes, I remember Kid Chris, dude.
He would call people as Dusty Rhodes and challenge them to fights as Dusty Rhodes.
Kid Chris had some of the best crank calls I've ever heard in my life. Where is he, by the way? Is he okay?
I don't know.
I honestly have met, I can count, I couldn't.
Yeah, it's Rick there, please.
Yes, it is.
There have been many times you and I have gone round and round, and we've bled the same blood in the same muds. But this time it's all about business, Jack.
Oh, let's do it.
You and I, Friday night, Daddy, at the Fulton County Stadium. The great American
So you can tell
Bang.
this is real.
Dusty rides on the edge of a lightning bolt with a silver saddle, Daddy. Now you come on down there with your limousine and your horsemen. Bring your A-game. Yeah, it's Rick there, please.
This is.
It's time for you to meet your maker in the American dream. Dusty Rhodes is up for the challenge.
I think the American dream's barking up the wrong tree.
We'll see if your blood is as red as mine, Mr. Flares.
We will find out indeed, sir.
That's right, Friday night in Flint. You a yellow dog. You hung your phone up on me.
I feel like
May I take a message?
Yes. Tell him this is Big Dust, the American dream.
Big Duft, the American Dream?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a friend of his?
More of a nemesis, I guess you could say.
Are you Bob Klepak's friend?
I do not know who this Klepak fella is. All I know is that the other night, when Rick hit me from behind, I saw where the line was drawn, and now... Friday night at Starcade! My fist! Hey! Where did you go, baby doll?
tallest man you've ever seen? Do you love to go a-wandering beneath the clear blue sky? Have you noticed what big stars real estate agents have become?
Why does anyone listen? We're going to talk a lot about the, not a lot, but we're going to talk for us a lot about the NFL draft today, day one.
Oh, that was yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. I was trying to say yesterday how, look, it's nice to, I'll watch it a little bit. I've never understood the massive hullabaloo over the 3 days. And then yesterday I recalled a clip that really does explain it the way that I can't. By
for many reasons.
The wonderfully funny Bill Burr, edited for your approval. But here's Bill on the NFL draft.
What kind of a loser just sits there watching round after round? The Jets are up next. I think they need a cornerback. They need to improve the defensive line. Dude, that's like going to a graduation ceremony where you don't know anybody who's graduating and just sitting there. They're going to have the whole list the next day. They'll have everybody who drafted, who, when. Got to sit there and watch that Those stupid interviews. Hey, you're a member of the Buffalo Bills. How does it feel?
Well, it's a blessing. I want to thank God. Going to try to do my best. It's a great organization. And I'll say the last 80 guys said. So, yeah.
He kind of nails it. I'll watch the first pick. I'll have it on in the background. See if there's some surprises. Ooh, a trade. I'll wait for my team, which, by the way, if you're a Niner fan, you waited all day. I'm not upset either, by the way. We'll talk about what John Lynch was thinking.
It would be interesting if the NFL banned trades because it hurts the viewing of the draft.
I mean, I'm sitting there yesterday. I'm watching. I mean, there were a lot of trades. And I'm watching, okay, that happened. Is that a good move? I don't know. And then the best part is you get honestly, I can understand all the draft stuff, whether it's what I'm into or not. I can get it. I understand. It's defensible. But again, then we get to the draft grades. And it's like, okay, here we have big, fat, lazy, never played a sport above junior high in their life media members that are now trying to predict against 32 general managers how a player is going to play over his career and assigning a grade to that pick in which they have absolutely no idea as to whether or not it's going to work out. And that's one thing, but the best part is the legions of football fans that lap these mock drafts up, the grades, and then they all argue about whether or not the mock grade on the guy that just left college and hasn't played a snap in the NFL, that they're right or they're wrong. And then everybody argues. Meanwhile, there's some poor bastard in the media that wrote like a 5,000-word long-form deep dive into the 3 best personal stories of the draft and how the draft money is going to change their lives and how they got here. And it gets like 17 hits because nobody reads anymore. Meanwhile, douche nozzle McGillicuddy writes this mock draft and just smacks all these grades onto it, and that gets 3.2 million hits because everybody wants to argue about it, and nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. And that is the state of our sports coverage now. As a matter of fact, I can promise you that if this clip got to any of our anyone that's a radio consultant, they would turn white, pale white. What are you doing? What is he doing? He's ripping the brand. You don't insult do you know how many people listening right now are coming here for draft coverage and you're basically calling them losers? You don't do that. It's basically saying all of our mock draft and draft grade coverage is you're insulting the brand. Well, I feel like I actually believe that people are smarter than that. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm giving people too much credit. 916-339-1140 is the text line. From the 209, can we stop talking about the draft and start talking about old game shows? Damn it, you're right. We should have played Supermarket Sweep this morning. We're going to have to do that regularly. So excited.
Did you check that out or no?
No, I didn't. I got busy yesterday, but I did tell my wife about it. I said, Chris actually gave me the greatest gift. And she's like, you've never seen Supermarket Sweep? My God, it's amazing. I was like, no, I haven't.
They brought it back, too.
She said that if I really am serious about the fact that I like it, she's always looking for shows for us to watch together because I hate her shows. She's like, I would totally watch out with De Sarah it was. And I was like, I think it's on Peacock or some crap. Prime. And then she looked it up, and it was. So now apparently my wife and I and my son now are going to add Supermarket Sweep to Jeopardy for our evening viewing. We'll take a break.
When you're in line and you hear the beep, that's a reminder to watch Supermarket Sweep.
Vichy Soir. We'll take a break when we come back. Hey, Fernando Mendoza. He is now a Raider, and everyone was super surprised about that. Not really. We'll talk about that. We got the NBA playoffs. We got 3 for Madness. We'll go around the diamond. We'll hear from Jonathan Frakes.
Did you have a favorite book as a child? Do you have a favorite method of falling asleep?
And so much more coming up as the show starts on a Friday next.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday. You step out that door and temperatures are up slightly for the morning. We have more clouds, and we'll see that increase in clouds during the day today. Partly cloudy skies and temperatures down slightly with a bit of an onshore breeze. Highs today in the low 70s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder. Thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. all at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Hey, welcome back. Well, the moment that hopefully will change Raider fans' lives forever.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
Holy crap, man. The I don't know if you didn't see it, the draft party he was having at his house, like they show, they kept showing like before the draft as it was leading up, and they showed him on the couch with, his family. Yeah, there's maybe like, I don't know, 10, 15 people in there. And then when he gets picked, everyone's, hugs and kisses and high fives and all that stuff, right? And then, and it says like underneath, it says, Mendoza family draft party or whatever. Then it goes into their backyard and there's like 150 people out there surrounding their pool, just losing it, right? And so, of course, because I'm, half crazy, the most interesting thing now to me was what was the process in picking who got to be inside and outside? Because there was like 15, 20 people inside. So was there a conversation at some point? Okay, you have like 100 people show up. Was there a conversation at some point where is it just blood relatives? It couldn't have been just immediate family, so because it's not that big. So is it friends outside, family inside? And then who said that? Who was in charge? Was it his mom? Was it his dad? Was it a sibling, an uncle, an aunt, a grandpa? Who told everyone? Was it on this? See, if we had Fernando Mendoza on today, this would be half the interview. This is what fascinates me. Was it on the invitations beforehand? Were there invitations beforehand? Was it a Facebook group? Was it a giant text thread? Were they actually mailed like embossed invitations? It's probably, honestly, what's the email one?
Evite?
Evite. It's probably an Evite. And then like, was it like you were cordially invited to attend the draft party for our, lovely son, Fernando Mendoza. Blah, 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 blah will be provided. And by the way, friends outside, family inside. I don't know. Either way, happened. It was great. Fernando Mendoza, as always, was very bright and bubbly and well-spoken.
The last 5 months has been such a blessing by God, and I can't thank him enough. I'm just looking forward to get to work, prove at the next level. College was fantastic. I'm so blessed to have that career, but now I step into a great game of the NFL. Look forward to proving and earning it every single day.
How about being with the Raiders, Fernando?
What a great organization, great legacy. There's so many great teammates I'm looking forward to talking to, coaches, owners. I'm ecstatic for the opportunity.
The Raiders put this out yesterday, and this was Fernando in a Raider hat doing the whole, hey, I'm happy to be a Raider.
Shout out to Raider Nation. Let's go. Raiders! Silver and black, excited to get to work. Let's go.
Raider fan, how was his Raiders?
I think he's got to get traded now.
You think is that bad?
Shout out to Raider Nation. Let's go. Raiders!
Is that bad?
That sounds like a cousin to the Duval.
Raiders! Go Raiders!
Oh my goodness gracious. Raiders. It was great not watching a single minute of the draft last night since the Packers didn't have a first-round pick. That's Michael Parsons, baby. So, no surprise, Fernando Mendoza is your number one pick. What was a surprise was, we all knew the draft was going to start at pick 2. Everyone knew Mendoza was going to go number 1. No surprises there. What I think a lot of people didn't think, you knew there was going to be something early. It was going to be earlier than. But I don't know that too many people had Jeremiah Love going as high as number 3.
With the third pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Jeremiah Love.
All right.
Running back, Notre Dame.
Now, look, I just got done ripping. I just got done ripping draft grades. I don't know about picking a back that high, man. And I know some of you say, well, Saquon Barkley, giant. I get it. But somebody had I was doing a deep dive on this. It was an incredibly interesting thought process when it comes to value in the NFL draft. And what it was saying is you have to offset how good the player is, or you think how good the player will be. Also with the amount of money the rookie contract saves you. So, for example, Jeremiah Love may in fact be a very good NFL running back. But because you picked him at number 3, Arizona, you now owe him on that contract $51 million. Okay. Until you look at the other big running back contracts. Travis Etienne, $48 million. Josh Jacobs, $48 million. James Cook, $46 million. Kenneth Walker, $43 million. All less than what Arizona will pay Jeremiah Love. And by the way, if Jeremiah Love ends up as good as some, if not all of those backs, then it was great from a pick point of view. But the whole point of the article that I was reading was talking about, like, for example, drafting a running back that high is stupid because they're now automatically one of the, if not the highest paid running backs. But if you draft, for example, quarterbacks, offensive linemen, your highest paid positions, that it's not just how good the player is, it's how much are you going to save over the rookie deal. It was Jeremiah Love acted happy.
You are the first running back to be taken in the top 5 since 2018. Why will your skill set translate to the NFL?
I mean, it's just a blessing, I feel very honored to represent the running backs, and I'm going to put on for them. I'm going to put on for all football players. I'm going to put on for Notre Dame. I'm going to put on for my family. And lastly, I'm going to put on for the Cardinals. We're going to do some special things together.
Congratulations, Jeremiah.
Thank you.
Young kids on stage, head spinning, I would just say, did not answer the question. The question was, why will your game translate to the NFL?
They all get this media training now. Don't say anything that's
Yes.
going to offend.
Yes.
You just want to say this, and take off.
Not his fault. By the way, I believe it's the first time that the top 2 running backs taken in the draft both came from the same school. Jadarian Price was the final pick of the first round, and he went to the Seahawks. Jadarian Price was another Notre Dame running back, obviously behind Jeremiah Love. My favorite pick, personally, from where it was done, and I said this before the draft, this guy.
With the 11th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Caleb Downs, defensive back, Ohio State.
Oh, boy. I hate that the Cowboys drafted Caleb Downs. I'm a big safeties guy. I have felt this way exactly twice in my life about a player watching him in college. 2 times, and 2 times only. And both times, by the way, longtime listeners will remember this. I was doing the same thing on this show, freaking out about him. Minkah Fitzpatrick and Budda Baker. And Caleb Downs might be better than both. He's going to be an absolute stud, and I hate the fact that the Cowboys got him. I really do. We'll take a break. You're going to have – Dallas lost Micah Parsons, but now you're going to have a situation where 3rd and 10, Dallas's defense is on the field. You're in the middle of a 65-yard drive by the opposition. Caleb Downs is sitting there like a Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram running over people. It's the declaration of deals sales event going on right now. No better time to upgrade to a new 2026 Ram 1500 Crew Cab with some of the best fuel economy numbers in the segment. Right now, you can save up to $15,000 off MSRP and get 2.9% APR with no payments for 90 days. Savings on savings on savings on savings. Price of gas is people rethinking what they're driving. Rams get up to 25 miles per gallon. That is a huge win. Plus thousands in savings, 2.9% interest. Now really is the best time to buy a new Ram truck. Search, select, and save through all the Hoblet inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices. Unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet. Period. We'll take a break when we come back. NBA playoffs. Wolves Nuggets, we'll start there, and also an update on Jalen Williams' hamstring. We'll do that next.
You bought an RV, and you got an automatic discount from Progressive by bundling it with your home or auto insurance. That's great, but a serious word of warning every RVer should heed. You don't need to talk about things like dry weight or dump stations. And you don't need one of those expensive water filter straws either, because the most extreme thing most RVers encounter is a campsite without hookups. So just enjoy yourself and Progressive's automatic discount when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Skeeter here, Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. Hey, it's my favorite week of the year, Mosquito Awareness Week. Yep, the spring and warm weather means the little suckers are starting to breed and bite. Gotcha. So it's time to fight the bite. Once a week, drain standing water from flower pots, bird baths, dog dishes, and at dawn and dusk, start using insect repellent outside and wear long clothes, because these skeeters are out for blood.
The Sacramento Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite. For more information, go to fightthebite.net.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sepp Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sepp Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sepp's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento! Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports.
Is there anything more precious than the gift of sight? Who can explain the mystery of music?
It's Friday. I'm going to have fun with that all day. Right. That's... You gosh dang right. The NBA playoffs are underway. In full swing, some might say. And Jalen Williams of the Oklahoma City Thunder, as we promised, we would get you that update from yesterday. A grade 1 left hamstring strain will be reevaluated on a weekly basis and is reportedly out indefinitely. That is terrible news for the Thunder. Again, as we talked about extensively yesterday, the Thunder have played almost 50 games without him this year and done just fine. I just, honest to goodness, don't think that's just bad for Oklahoma City. And I think that makes them a little bit more vulnerable than people are realizing. 916-339-1140 is the text line. Steven, our good friend Steven, says he felt the same way that I do about Caleb Downs, Buda Baker, Minka Fitzpatrick when they were drafted. He felt the same way about Myron Rolle. Absolutely. Florida State's Myron Rolle, R-O-L-L-E, if you don't know the story, was a first-round NFL talent. And, he decided to go be a Rhodes Scholar and become a neurosurgeon. Actually, a really good story, especially when you read the follow-up years after he did that instead of playing college football and making God knows how much. I'm sure he's making a fine living as a neurosurgeon, but some of the work he's done, lives he's saved, research he's been a part of is pretty darn amazing. Minnesota last night, after stealing one, and by stealing I just mean they scored more than the Nuggets in Denver, they got back home. Most of these games, by the way, in fact, all of them now have now gone to the opponent. In other words, we get our first home and homes now. Here's Naz Reid to Rudy Gobert.
Holds off the Naz screen. Back to the rollers. The lob to the rim, and Rudy hammers it through. It's the first lob dunk for Rudy Gobert in this series. And it puts the Wolves up by 24.
Bones Highland, you heard that, up 24. They were still in the third.
Bones off the Gobert screen. Pops on the three and hits it. The Wolves have missed 4 straight shots until Bones comes through off the bench.
Jaden McDaniels for 3.
Rebound comes out to Dante. Now setting up Jaden up top. 3 ball. He got one. Jaden McDaniels knocks down his first 3 of the series.
Jaden McDaniels from behind the arc. Jaden McDaniels at the rim.
It is. I think it's a little. It might be 90. Oh! Jaden goes down the lane and sends a statement to Denver. A ferocious finish from Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah. Very interesting game. Minnesota wins it. Here's the final call.
The horn will sound here at Target Center. The Wolves lose game 1, but they come storming back to take games 2 and 3. A wire-to-wire victory here at Target Center. 113-96 is the final score.
Now, this may just be a slump. It may just be an anomaly, but I don't know. Because Nikola Jokic has had bad games before. I would love to see stats. When was the last time Nikola Jokic shot 40% or less from the field? 2 games in a row. In their loss to Minnesota, he was 8 of 20. But he was 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, 15 boards, 8 assists. That's, sadly enough, that's a bad game for him. Remember, this is a guy averaging 28, 13, and almost 11 assists. But this was, I don't know the last time Jokic has had a stinker like this, certainly in the playoffs. When you look at it on the surface, hey, 27 points, 15 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals. That's a pretty good game for pretty much anyone in the league. 27, 15, 3, and 2. Then you look at the fact that he was 7 of 26. 7 of 26. Meaning, in their 2 losses now in this series, the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic is 15 of 46. That is incredibly not Jokic-like. For context, he's shooting 57% from the field this year. He's a lifetime 56%. And you have to give the Wolves, and specifically Rudy Gobert, credit. And I think the even bigger thing to take away from this, remember all that smack talk about how Denver can't play defense? None of them are good defenders. Now, keep in mind, one of their, if not their best defender, Aaron Gordon, was in street clothes. Either way, Denver stepped up and limited Minnesota to, wait for it, 113 points. Now, to be fair, as Christopher Laud would say, Minnesota's averaging 118 on the season, so I guess they, held them 5 points under their average. Not good enough. 113-96, and the Nuggets look like they're in trouble. This isn't just some random, they're down 2-1. It looks like Minnesota has made some adjustments, specifically Gobert and Jokic, and a lot of times Gobert's guarding them one-on-one. And Denver has now 2 games straight not responded. I have a prediction for you. If the Nuggets lose to the Timberwolves, I think David Adelman is fired the next day. And by the way, that's not a hot take cannon prediction. But I think Adelman's coaching for his job right now. I really, really do. 54-28 on the season. First round exit. I think Adelman might be in trouble. So between Jalen Williams having a hamstring issue and the Wolves up 2-1, and we'll get to the Eastern Conference here a little bit later. That's a very, very interesting situation. The West is now, just simply, and by the way, it still might be, the Spurs and the Thunder. And then everybody else is playing just for fun. But now we find out also Austin Reeves has been upgraded to questionable for Game 3, and the Lakers have a 2-0 lead on the Rockets and seem to be playing quite well. I don't think the Thunder are going to have any trouble with the Suns, whether Jalen Williams is playing or not. But the second round now all of a sudden is shaping up to be the Thunder and the Lakers. And if everything stands as it is, it would be the Timberwolves. You'd think it'd be the Timberwolves and the Spurs, but the Blazers now grabbed home court advantage. But you get the Nuggets out of there. You got the Thunder limping. Also, Victor Wembanyama did travel with the team to Portland. That series resumes tonight at 7:30. and San Antonio is favored by 2.5. The fact that San Antonio is favored by 2.5 tells me Vegas probably knows something. Be very interesting to see. Also, when you
my guess 2.5.
Hey, you nailed it. I don't know where the hell my
someone took the bell.
Did something? No. Oh, it was hiding. Camp wants to know if Michael Malone is smiling somewhere. I don't think he has anything against David Adelman, but probably.
It is funny to think that him having a grudge against all of his former teams.
I mean, when you really think about it, like, it does make you wonder. I don't want to compare Denver to Sacramento, but is Michael Malone, and coming from a guy that loves Michael Malone as a human, is Michael Malone like the Jim Harbaugh of the NBA, like super good coach, but has a shelf life, must rub people the wrong way at some point? Because obviously his firing in Sacramento was ridiculous.
So he's going to go to North Carolina.
Last 4 years.
Win a championship. Have to come back to the NBA because there's some sort of scandal.
Some sort of, and I wouldn't say scandal. It's just, it's something, I could see Michael, what if he's the type of guy that, like, he wins the championship and then the next year, like, the president of the school is like, hey, have you thought about doing this? And he just gives him the finger and says, hey, why don't you, I'll come to your office and knock the fountain pen out of your hand.
The Southern Hicks.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know, Malone should have been fired from either job. We'll take a break. When we return, 3 for Madness. The Rangers and A's start tonight, and we're going to talk about the A's. It's one of the questions, but the Rangers had something very interesting happen in their game yesterday. It's one of the things I love about baseball the most. We got not one but 2 baseball questions, and then we'll talk about the NFL draft as well. We'll do all that in hour number 2 next.
Live and local.
With everything 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! San Francisco! Lob ball. George went up and caught
the ball. Touchdown! The 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Nova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. And Nova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InnovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Nova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
A's fans, the 2026 season is here, and single game tickets are on sale now. Be there for an exciting season, packed with theme days, giveaways, and fireworks nights, including bobbleheads, jerseys, hats, and much more. And getting in is easier than ever. Tickets start at just $8 for select April and May games. From opening day to unforgettable summer nights, there's something for everyone at the ballpark. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets and be part of the excitement this 2026 season.
With Popeye's new $6 faves menu, you can get this 3-piece chicken, this 3-piece tenders, this chicken sandwich, or these 2 regular sides for just $6 a piece. I know you can't see what I see, but trust me, those bold Louisiana flavors look so good, you might just have to get them all. Now there's an idea.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Price may vary. Terms apply.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. It's the River Cats Report. What's going on with the Giants AAA squad? The River Cats Report.
This weekend, make sure that you make it out to the River Cats tonight. River Cats crew neck sweatshirt giveaway. First 2,500 fans will get a River Cats crew neck sweatshirt. Tomorrow, it's Love Sacramento night. All things to love in Sacramento and fireworks. And finishing off Sunday, the afternoon game, kids get to run around the bases after the final out. That is your River Cats report. Hey, how about we get into 3 for Madness?
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
I know this is 3 for Madness. We'll get right back to this. But there's breaking news that's going to affect sports fans, and I want to read it. Ticketmaster Canada will no longer allow tickets for concerts, sports, and other live events in Ontario to be resold above their original price starting next week. Ontario's newly passed Bill 97 caps all resale ticket prices, including fees, service charges, and applicable taxes. So, we live in Sacramento.
He was an unlikely rebel, and to me, he's our greatest Canadian.
We are the seat of power for the, 4th largest, 7th largest economy in the world, whatever it is. Big economy. We are the seat of power, which means that there are relatively good odds that there are at least a handful of state politicians listening to me right now. So to any of them out there, I would like to say the following. And again, I'm begging people to join me on this. If we do not have a bill, let me back up. If you want to instantly sew up your reelection, because everybody, you got a 4-year term, let's say, 6-year term, you're governing for 2 years, you're fundraising for the next 2 years. I propose that we find, because it's got to be public records, every state politician that's taken money from your Ticketmasters and your resales, your resale websites, apps. I would like to see those posted publicly. Somebody's got that info. If you got that info, send it to me at Carmichael Dave on Twitter. I'll repost it. Anyone who wants to sew up re-election needs to go read that Canadian bill. And if you got to adjust it a little bit for, us, fine. But everything else needs to stay the same because, look, they're doing it. And that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen here so you're not getting the bots and the scammers going in and buying a ton of tickets and then marking them up. And yes, there is the part of me that inherently doesn't believe in government overreach when it comes to stuff like this because people should be disciplined enough to just not pay the extra money. There is an argument there, and I'm not indifferent to it. But the way the ticket masters of the world corner the market and just absolutely screw people, this is an opportunity, and the blueprint has been set in Ontario. Bring it here, present the bill, and take your accolades. And then let's watch and see who votes against it. Because I would challenge any politician voting against a bill that effectively lowers ticket prices for people in some places by a massive amount. We're talking Kings games, Giants games, A's games, and concerts, everything. I want to know who's against that politically and why they're against that. Because I can't see any reason to be against that if you're in politics other than you are deep in the pockets.
Yeah, who's like, well, Ticketmaster needs these fees because they provide...
What? What do they provide? What do they provide? Brick says in the chat, Brick Ripsaw says, Ontario's in Canada. Thank you. I wasn't talking about Ontario, California, dude. I would like somebody to once and for all explain to me the benefit of a Ticketmaster. Now, honestly, you know what? My homework this weekend is going to be, I'm going to call somebody with the Kings off record that knows things and say, well, let me ask you a question. Why don't you just sell the tickets yourselves? Why isn't, I mean, honest, I'm sure there's an answer. I'm ignorant to this. I truly am. But I the question I'm going to ask is, why doesn't Golden One Center just sell all the tickets themselves? Why does Ticketmaster have to be involved at all? What do they do?
I'm assuming it's because they're also a promoter bringing in acts that aren't basketball to the arena.
So does Ticketmaster do that? Because I know Live Nation. I know there's those big giant promoters. I understand that. I thought, again, ignorant. I thought Ticketmaster was basically a ticket distribution center.
Well, Live Nation and Ticketmaster
are the same?
Or they're blended together.
Okay.
So if you want these concerts, you have to let us sell our tickets.
Now, if we somehow said that creates an unfair business practice, you're screwing the fans. Let the arenas and let the venues sell the tickets.
Yeah.
Let the promoters promote and work out whatever their cut is with the venue, and then leave it alone and limit the tickets. You now have the technology to eliminate bots, to eliminate these mass purchases. And by the way, there'd be no motivation to do a mass purchase because I'm going to go buy 50 tickets to Paul McCartney so I can resell them for face value, or I'm breaking the law. How about just a law that says you can't sell the tickets for above face value? Anywhere, on any site. Scalping. Somehow we have, over the years, it used to be some dude in a trench coat out in front of the building trying to sell you tickets for cash on the street before the event.
Yeah, Live Nation owns Ticketmaster.
Okay, well, that makes sense. So now fans are getting...
Do you ever go to like a venue that isn't Live Nation or Ticketmaster, or it's like a more independent promoter?
Yeah.
And like the ticket prices are just like half the price.
Yes.
And the drink prices in the building are half the price.
Yes.
And you get the same show that you wanted to see.
Yes. I'm right now smack dab in the middle of doing all of this over in England for their 80s festival and getting a better understanding of promoting and where the money goes and what you're doing for food and beverage and how that's all being priced out and everything from the ground up. And again, it's part of the reason I took the job is because I get an opportunity to learn this stuff so I know a little bit more about what I'm talking about. But for me, I understand the need for a promoter. I understand the need for artists. I understand the need for food and beverage. I understand the need for a venue. But look, the response might be, well, not every act sells itself. And when Ticketmaster gets involved, you get all the things with Ticketmaster, their emails, their all their info, their customer info, their targeted marketing. Okay, fine. Then let the venue, fine. Ticketmaster can sell tickets too. Let the venue opt into that, and that fee comes out of the venue. Now, obviously, it's going to get passed on to the consumer at some point, but that doesn't mean you have to sell these tickets for outrageous markups. Or you're paying, for example, how many times have you done this? You buy tickets from Ticketmaster or one of those outlets, and the ticket's expensive, and the tax is expensive, and then you're paying, $134 in handling. handling fees.
And here's the other thing that I don't like. I remember this. I'm an old man. I remember it's like, hey, this concert is going on sale. If you want tickets in this area, it's going to be this much. If you want tickets in area. So you know that like weeks ahead of time.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey, they're going on sale next month. Well, what are the prices? You'll have to find out.
You'll have to find out. And by the way, by the time they go on sale, great, because half of it's going to be gone for a big show because you had your American Express card holder presale. You had your Chase Sapphire presale, your Super Platinum blah, blah, blah presale. And then finally you get there, you're like, oh, right, I'm here. It's 10 a.m., ready to go. Jake in the chat says, pretty sure the reason why is because with Ticketmaster being a partner of all major sports and events, they're able to authenticate the tickets, helps prevent scams. It's not an unfair point, but here's my counter. And again, happy to be corrected. I'm just going to use Golden One Center because they're local. Chris's, the Smiths go play a concert at Golden One Center. They're going to sell out. Well, I'll say Oasis. Oasis is going to sell out. Golden One Center puts all the tickets on sale. What are you talking about? Authenticate. You buy the tickets at golden1center.com. The way it works now is you get them emailed to you. You pop them in your wallet. It's got a barcode. When you go in, there's the very nice people with the little scanner guns that, or the thing you hold your phone underneath. Boop. You're authenticated.
Eventbrite does it.
Right. Like, what are we doing here? It's not hard.
I would say back in the day, it was a big thing because there were physical tickets and you had to make something that was like you could stop counterfeits, but everything's on your phone now.
Here's an I'm old take. Here's a really I'm old take. I remember going and buying Metallica tickets and standing in line at Tower Records on Watt Avenue. Where's your I pay my taxes? This is an I pay my taxes drop if there ever was one. Jesus, Chris. I'll accept that too. Hello, Dad. I remember standing in line, and I guarantee you there's other people listening right now. 10 a.m., Tower Records, Metallica. Go in there, and you're talking to a person. What's the best seats available? Ooh, how much are those? Ooh, what's your lower price? Where is that? Okay, cool. I'll take that. And then you walk out, the little printer goes, and they tear them off. And here's your 2 tickets. And they put it in a little envelope. And you get your envelope, and there you go. 2 tickets to Metallica at Arco Arena, $19.50 a pop, plus a $1.50 surcharge. I'm here for that. It is absolutely, we always talk about how screwy politics are, and I'm not again, chat, everyone else, I'm not putting I feel like this is one of the few things we all agree on in this world where we're so split. The prices at events are ridiculous. From the ticket to the food to the beverage. And someone's going to figure it out, man. Someone's going to figure it out and they're going to have a leg up. Yeah, you make a little less money in the beginning, but what you get back in people on the grounds. Okay, well, we're going to have 10,000 people at this event, and the tickets are all going to be really expensive, and the concessions are going to all be expensive, and the parking's going to all be expensive. Now, which is better? 10,000 people where everything's expensive, or 20,000 people where everything's 20 to 30% less, and you're effectively making more money and you have a better atmosphere?
And they know it. They're all these states sued Live Nation, and they found emails of like the employees like, hey, look, these stupid morons paying for this.
And they're right. They're right. You cannot have this conversation from a fair point of view. You can't have this conversation and say it's all the sports owners and it's all Ticketmaster and StubHub. It's their fault and they're screwing the people, because they are, and they are. But you have to have the other part of the conversation nobody ever wants to have, which is people are stupid and they do it, and that's why these guys do it. And we keep having this conversation over and over again. It's not going to happen. Yeah, you're getting screwed, but let's remember, you're physically walking into the center of into the screw stadium. You're purposely paying and then hopping up on a table, and you're getting screwed. And then as you're getting screwed over, you're shaking your fist at the cloud and yelling about how you're getting screwed. You know how you don't get screwed? Don't voluntarily opt in to get screwed. It's not complicated. And here's what happens. Here's the domino effect. Chris says, I'm tired of getting screwed. Not going. I'm tired of going to the I Get Screwed stadium so I can buy the I Got Screwed beer when I got my pocket the I Got Screwed ticket. I'm going to buy the I Got Screwed $50 T-shirt. I'm going to get another I Got Screwed drink that's for the price of the beer. You could buy a 12-pack, hell, an 18-pack. And I'm going to get damn mad about it. No, Chris says, I'm done. And then Dave sees what Chris did and goes, you know what, dude, you're right. I'm done too. And then everybody in the chat sees it. And then the text line sees it. And all our listeners see it. And next thing you know, there's all these corporate meetings and conference calls and Zoom calls. And everyone's like, attendance is down 29% last year, and there's been a lot of noise made about blah, 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 blah. Obviously, we've overpriced the market. We need to do something. And then they do something dumb like Ticketmaster announces 2% off. And you hold out. It's not good enough. Ultimately, in a free market, the free market is controlled 100% by the clientele. Now, there are exceptions to that. Food, housing, things you have to have. Here's a small list of things, friends, that you do not have to have, okay? My top 3 in no particular order. Number 3, Oasis tickets. Number 2, Nickelback tickets. Number 1, Paul McCartney tickets. Not required. And by the way, why did I put Paul McCartney number 1? Because I'm the guy that flew down to L.A., took my daughter to go see Paul McCartney right before she started college, and I got a deal at the Santa Barbara Bowl, so my 2 tickets were only $1,800. Chris, they were $1,800, $900 a pop, and by the way, I got a favor. That was a favor because it sold out in under 5 minutes.
You could have gotten 18 tickets to Oasis.
That's right. That's right. In England.
No, here.
Really? It was $100 a piece here?
That's how much I paid.
Oh, good for them. So don't think I'm not judging the people that get screwed. I'm right there with you on the table getting screwed going.
That's a noise you make?
I don't know. Am I barking? I don't know what I'm doing there. It's our fault too, and we have to take responsibility. So any politicians listening right now, you want to campaign on something awesome? Yeah, you're going to lose some donations. But not if you go out. If I was PRing a politician right now, I'd say, dude, you have a great opportunity. Have a press conference. Have some fans there. Announce that you are leading the charge against this, that this is the bill that you're going to present. No more resale over face value. No more of these crazy surcharges. Surcharges capped at X% of face value pre-tax. Ticketmaster wants to charge a surcharge. Cool, no problem. Here's your 1%, 2%, whatever's fair. That's a. You're leading the way on this, and you're gonna lose some corporate dollars. But guess what? Be honest about it. Say in your speech at the press conference, I'm going to lose a ton of money on this. I don't know if I'm going to get reelected because of this. But It's more important to me to do right by you than to get reelected. And if you agree, go to www.chrisverlaudforsenate.com and make a donation. You might just actually even it out or make a little bit more. You'll certainly get some news. You'll get some free ads.
Yeah, shout out to the proletariat.
All right. Sorry. 3 for Matt. Really passionate about that, dude. I hate the fact that people get screwed. I really, really do. 3 for Madness question 1.
Payton Gray made his major league debut for the Rangers yesterday. Why is this a story?
It's a story because Payton Gray is 30 years old.
He is gray.
He is literally Payton Gray hair. Now, of course, I do find it funny the older I get where it's like, oh, Payton Gray, modern medical miracle, limped out to the mound at the ripe old age of 30. It's amazing he can even stand up. He's not allowed to play in night games because it's past his bedtime. He worked a perfect inning for the Texas Rangers last night. Got a ground out on his first pitch in the majors, which ended a 6-1 win over the Pirates. He was promoted from AAA Round Rock earlier yesterday. I mean, what a... And by the way, the guy he struck out, Connor Griffin, was the 19-year-old highly touted shortstop for the Pirates. So you got a 19-year-old in there, his whole life ahead of him. And then you have grizzled old Graybush on the mound. Quote, when it was finally my turn, it was awesome. I wasn't nervous. I was more excited and prepared. I think I visualized this moment so many times throughout my life. I feel like I've been a big leaguer already. And everybody loved it, his manager, his teammates. He's just been bouncing around. A 30-year-old non-roster invite after going to Florida Gulf Coast. He had a short season with the Colorado Rockies affiliate in 2018. Spent 2021 in the Royals organization. 3 different seasons for the Milwaukee Milkmen in the Independent American Association. Pitched in the Dominican last winter after the previous 3 winters in the Mexican Pacific League. How great is that? And although I'm sure it's happened, I can think of a couple of examples. It really doesn't happen like that in football or basketball. I think there was the one guy who was like, maybe he was around 30 that came up from the G League for the Lakers. I want to say within the last 5, 7, 10 years. But anybody who's seen Bull Durham, and Chris, I know you have, knows the story of Crash Davis, knows the story of the lifelong minor leaguer. And when you finally get, or you see the opportunity to get in the majors, it's a pretty cool story. Question 2, please.
Question 2.
The A's are ranked 20th in ESPN's power rankings. Are they being disrespected?
Yes, they're being disrespected. Look, I'm not trying to say they're top 10, and I understand that these rankings in part are based on, what people think the team will be as well. But number 20? At the time of the power rankings, they were 13 and 12. So at number 19, the Twins, who are 12 and 12. At number 18, the Phillies at 8 and 16. The Blue Jays at 16 at 10 and 14. The Orioles at 15, a game under 500. The Mariners, who the A's have a lead on and just took 2 of 3 from in Seattle, they're number 13. The Rangers, who they're tied for first with, are 12 and 12. Now, I understand preseason rankings. I understand you don't want to go too crazy on the rankings after a couple of, a series or 2. But we're now like 25 games into the season. You're what, 10-ish% done with the year already? Come on, man. Number 20 for the A's. I'm not saying they won't finish there. A lot of season to go. A's are on a nice little streak. We all don't need to start, taking showers together yet. But look, they're tied for first place after 10, 12% of the season's up. And you may remember, they did not start the season well at all. They lost their first 4. And since then, they're 13-8. It's pretty good. Better than number 20. We'll take a break. When we come back, I've got this open segment here on purpose because I've got a lot of stuff to share with you. It is Friday Fun and Games a little bit later. We'll go around the NBA. We'll cover the NBA playoffs as well. And then we'll also get back to the NFL draft. Raider fans stoked, I think. We got a guy in the chat on YouTube, which you're welcome to join, saying, shout to the Cowboys, day one winners, we them boys. How do you know? Again, I love they picked Caleb Downs. Day one winners said how many teams proven wrong later. But hey, be happy. We'll do it next.
There are many reasons to choose Gonzalez Law Offices. As a dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record from 2016 through 2019, and you'll know that no case is too big or too small. Due to his success, hard work, and commitment to excellence, attorney Jonathan Gonzalez has been listed in Super Lawyer's Rising Stars, as well as in the top 40 under 40 list by national trial lawyers. You can find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call him at 916-304-9187.
Hello, I'm Frank Cockrell with Retirement Security Centers with a weekly economic update. Stocks reached new high record highs, and that brings the focus to valuations. Right now, the S&P 500 is trading around 20 times forward earnings above long-term averages, which means investors are expecting continued growth and stability. A key wild card is Iran. For current valuations to hold, markets need tensions to cool, not escalate. If conflict disrupts oil supply, especially through the Strait of Hormuz, energy prices could spike. That could raise costs for businesses, pressure consumer spending, and potentially compress corporate earnings. On the flip side, if diplomacy holds and oil prices stabilize, the current premium valuations can be justified by steady earnings growth and resilient economic data. In short, today's stock market isn't just pricing in growth, it's pricing in geopolitical restraint. How might this affect you or your family? Please go to frankontheradio.com to schedule an appointment to watch videos and receive market updates. I'm ready to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Mosaic Wealth, member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Mosaic Wealth.
It's no secret the world feels unpredictable lately. One thing will never change: Hoblet's mission to lower high prices. Right now, and only at Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland, you can get 4.99% financing for up to 84 months on all new vehicles in stock, and keep every factory rebate you qualify for when you finance with Hoblet's preferred lender. That's 4.99% financing, and you keep all the factory rebates you qualify for. Not one or the other, like other dealers are offering. Only Hoblet has fought to get you a deal this good. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. 4.99% APR available on select new vehicles in stock while supplies last. Pricing and savings may vary by model, and trim financing on approved credit through Hoblet Preferred Lending for well-qualified buyers. $60,000 match finance, approximately $14.14 per thousand finance. Residency restrictions and lender membership requirements may apply. See dealer for details. was playing in that tournament on Wednesday. Scott Marsh was in my foursome, and he's an incredibly nice guy. He handed everybody in the foursome golf to go ball markers, and he came up and they said, "Hey, look at the other side." And he put his finger on the coin, and he actually said, because that's what it said on the coin, he goes, "It says the game of golf," and he paused. And then I got the story. I said, we play. It's one of my favorite clips we play. I said, why the pause? I'm going to have to ask him if it's an okay story to tell on the air or not. I'm not sure. It was somebody was requesting. It was a style of a read, but it was actually very entertaining. I never thought of that. Why did you pause? Is that just a broadcaster pause? He is the voice at UC Davis. Let's get some audio here, speaking of. I said before, I have fun with the draft experience, and some of it's overrated, some of it is not. I like the human interest stuff. I like the stories of players whose lives are changing live in front of, and when I say players, actually, I should say humans, lives are being changed right in front of the world. Here's a call from Tampa Bay and their front office to Ruben Bain Jr. As he was informed that his life was going to change immediately.
Hello? Hey, is this
Yes,
Ruben?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Ruben, this is Jason Light, GM of the Bucks.
How you
What are
doing?
you doing? What are you doing the next 5 to 10 years?
I'm a Buck, coach.
All right. You can stop pretending like you love every team and now you're a Buck.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, collect your thoughts. Go hug your mom. But first, I'm gonna give you the coach polls. All right.
Yes, sir.
Staying on the phone to the coach.
Big Bang.
What's up, coach?
How you doing, man? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Can't wait to get you up here. Can't wait to get you up here. You fit right in with
Yes,
these
sir.
guys, man. Play just like you
Yes,
did
sir.
in college, and you'll be just fine.
Yes, sir.
All right?
I got you.
Go spend time with your family. We look forward to seeing you, all right?
I got you.
All right, man.
I appreciate it, coach.
How cool is that?
Did they tell him beforehand, like, hey, can we use this?
That's a great question. I got to imagine there's a whole, we talked about the rookie symposium. I got to imagine there's a whole thing about that.
Hey, kid, what are you doing for the next 5 years? You're going to be a Buck.
And no, and by the way, because I'm sure somebody will text about it, I'm very aware of the issues Ruben Bain has had off the field, notably the car accident he was, we'll say, involved in. But look, it is what it is, and it's just cool. Whoever it is, and we talked about this yesterday, I think it's really cool when you have these look, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it's gotten to me older, the older I get, because as a parent, you take your kids everywhere, and by the way, no offense to my children, but odds are, unless my son grows another foot. Odds are he's getting ready to play his final year of organized sports, We're not talking, I can't even imagine what it would be like to be the parent of somebody who, like, legitimately had a shot at the pros or, God forbid, was like a massive, massive prospect, nationally known and all that. I'm talking about the millions of parents that drive their normal kids around for, in a Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, perhaps. And the amount of energy that it takes for them to do that. 916-529. You're going to basketball practice, basketball games, basketball.
That's just thrown in there.
You're doing all this stuff. As parents, you're giving up a ton of your time. You're sitting at practices in August. And, outside or games, it's 100,000 billion degrees outside. I can't even imagine what these kids that actually go pro. It's not just practice. It's not just games. It's also their side tutoring and coaching and travel ball and all the stuff that they do. And you have kind of a three basic levels there. You have the elite. That's the that's the parents and the families of kids that go pro. And if they don't go pro, they come damn close, like they're legit prospects. It's a whole different world for them. And you've got agents and advisors and God knows what coming into your house, promising you the world, money, in many cases delivering it in a paper bag. And then you have the middle group, which is the parents reliving, usually the dad, their dreams through the kid, pushing them everywhere, putting them in AAU basketball, being obnoxious at the games, thinking their kid's going to be the next Michael Jordan. And that's not the case. It's very much like if you ever watched American Idol and people go up to try out and they start asking the contestant, well, so why are you here today? Well, all my friends say I'm an amazing singer and, I've done a lot of karaoke and public singing and I just, I think I've got what it takes. And then, I think I got it. And then, Simon or whoever, or Paula Abdul goes, okay, well, let us see what you got. And then they get up there and
save tonight.
That's exactly. I mean, and I feel bad for these people for a number of reasons. Number one, they're not lying. They truly believe that they have an amazing voice, and their friends, for some reason, have told them they have an amazing voice. What kind of friends do they have? If I'm going up and I'm singing somewhere and I'm singing, I believe the children are our future. Wow, Dave. Dude, no. Chris, if you're there and I'm singing that, you're going, Dave, hey, listen, man, you might want to stick to the shower.
Hey, Jason, I bet we can get him to try out.
Well, the same thing happens in athletics. You have these parents that think that their kids are the next Frank Sinatra or Whitney Houston, and the kids are actually that guy that karaoke tequila. They're not great. Not everybody can be Susan Boyle. So then at the bottom, remember, elite. Then you got the middle of the road, the parents that, they're basically, dance moms, but in the athletic world. And then you have, I think, the biggest bun of the hamburger, 90% of us, which are, we're just parents and our kids like to play sports and it's cool to see them play. And, hey, you hit a three-pointer and all right. And then you get in the car and call my kids right now. Say to them, hey, what's the most important thing? I ask them this every single time, and I'm sure some parents, that's why your kid's soft. Say, did you just try your best? Did you have fun? And if you do those two things, it's all I care about. It's not these kids getting drafted. Kind of want to test that. Oh, by the way, coming this summer, I think I'm going to start taking absolute advantage of my my place on the air and to help my kids' college application. Trying to figure out a segment for him on the show each week. They have been on the show before with Beat the Baby. But now I need to find something actually sporty for him to do.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Seriously. He's awake. I mean, I respect the parents that do that on all levels.
Hello?
Well, that's not Mason. Why are you answering the phone?
Because he's driving.
Oh. Oh, turn down the radio, please. I'm trying to. Well, never mind. If you're listening, that screwed the whole thing up. Never mind.
Set the screen.
I was going to test him and say, hey, what are the 2 things I require out of you when you're playing sports?
Oh, no, he's driving good.
But you guys are listening to the show?
Well, yeah.
Well, thank you for that. That's why our ratings are so good.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Love you, bye.
Bye. Anyway. That's weird, man. He's driving? That's going to take a moment to get used to. Mason can't talk right now. He's driving. But look, that's most parents, I think. I think most parents out there identify. So when you see these kids, and they are kids, I don't care if they're 21, 22, they're kids. They live at home, then they go to college. They're still kids. They have not experienced the real world yet. Some of them might have been raised with horrors all around them, horrors, to be clear, all around them, terrible things, but they're still, for lack of a better word, they're still kids. They're still new to the world. And now it's like, boom, you just got drafted on national TV. And it got broadcast to the world. Your mom and dad or your family, whoever, they're all, they're all overjoyed. It's all paying off. And now your agent's going to take you and fly you to wherever you got drafted. You're going to have the press conference and the introduction. You're going to meet everybody. I mean, these next 72 hours are an absolute whirlwind for any draftee. You ask anybody who's drafted in this sport. It's insane trying to line up endorsement deals and different things and get everything going. And then there's the other side, because for so many of these kids, especially those from rough backgrounds, guess what? Everybody knows what they're getting paid. So guess what? Inevitably, Uncle Rico, who you haven't seen in 3 years, who played catch with you twice when you were 8, now has a really good business idea that can't miss. And you got you just signed a contract for $48.5 million. You've got $250,000 you can loan me. What, have you sold out? And that's the other side of this whole thing. So it goes way, way, way beyond just the kid got drafted. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll go around the diamond. What did the Giants do yesterday? A's did nothing. They didn't play, but what's coming up? And, whoo, boy, a terrible 60 seconds for this city's sports fans. We'll let you know next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead. Outstanding ball movement by Sacramento.
Every triple, every jam, every Kings win.
Sabonis with the jam over the Joker. He's got the three-point shot.
Get your Kings fix all season long.
Right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings.
Here's a steal by Fox. The breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
Sactown Sports at SactownSports.com.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
There was a moment yesterday while the draft was going on that New York sports fans probably want to forget. There was simultaneously the Knicks Hawks was ending in a 1-point game. The Jets were on the clock. And the Mets had a 4-run lead against the Twins with the bases loaded. So, gee golly, what could possibly happen? We'll start in baseball.
And Jeffers is swinging a fly ball into left field. Back it goes. Deep it goes. Tie game! Ryan Jeffers, an 8th-inning grand slam. And the Twins have come back. It is 7-7 at Citi Field.
The Twins hit a grand slam to tie the game with the Mets. Then the Jets are on the clock.
With the second pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select David Bailey, linebacker, Texas Tech.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to correct myself because that is not the correct pick. If that was earlier, where are we here? It was the Jets' next pick. God, how many did they have? Did they have 3? It was the, damn it. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
With the 16th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Kenyon Sadiq.
There you go, Joe.
Tight end, Oregon.
So the Jets select a tight end, which always works out when you select a tight end in the first round. Fans were not happy about that. So New York fans have just dealt with a grand slam to tie at home. The Jets picking a tight end. Who knows? Maybe he's a Hall of Famer. Oh, and by the way, the Knicks had the lead late in Atlanta, but that's not how it ended.
It's knocked away. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Hawks. And Atlanta wins. The Atlanta Hawks have won Game 3 to take a 2-1 lead. The New York Knicks absolutely, positively screwed up the final play of the game. And the Atlanta Hawks have taken a 2-1 lead in the series as they have defeated the mighty Knicks 109-108.
Yeah. So, Jets made a pick that pissed everybody off. The Mets gave up a grandy to tie it at 8-8 with the Twins. And Jalen Brunson and the Knicks fumbled away the opportunity to reclaim home court advantage. The only good news for New York fans last night, well, unless you're a New York Giants fan, and we'll see, was the Mets ended up figuring it out.
Here's the 2-2 to Larnack. Swung on and missed strike 3. Put it in the books. He got him with a changeup. And what you have to do to win a baseball game these days. But the Mets did enough. And they take the series from the Twins 2-1. And the final score, the New York Mets 10, the Minnesota Twins 8.
Hey, I like that. Play us out to break. In the meantime, the A's were looking to sweep the Mariners, and that did not happen as the Mariners were able to get a victory at home to salvage that series, at least for them, 1 game out of it. And then, of course, the A's were off. Seattle gets 1 out of 3. A's are off yesterday. The Rangers, though, were playing, and the Rangers have Corey Seager.
Chandler's 1-0. Swinging a drive deep down the right field line. O'Hearn is back. It is fair, and it is gone. Home run, Corey Corey Seager, his 6th of the year. It's a 3-run blast and a 6-0 Texas lead.
6-0 Texas. They would give up one more run, and this is how it would
Swing
end.
and a miss, struck him out. The ball gets away from Jansen. He has trouble picking it up, finds it, gets it down to Berger to complete the strikeout. And for Payton Gray, a 1-2-3 clean top half of the night. He wraps up a 6-1 Ranger win over the Pirates.
So with the idle A's, that puts the Rangers and A's again. Weren't they in an exact tie going into the series here in Sacramento? And now they have the exact same record going into their series at Arlington. And that begins this evening. What a great weekend for sports, man. And the fact that the A's are relevant right now, enjoy it. 5:05 p.m. is your first pitch. Giants looking to sweep the L.A. Dodgers. You saw Kim said no.
Here's the pitch. Now Kim lines one the other way. A base hit into left. Muncie's going to be waved home. Here's Ramos' throw. Play at the play. Muncie save. A foot first slide, but he touched home plate with his left hand before Bailey could swipe a tag. And Ha-Seong Kim comes through with 2 out.
Well, shutout. Giants weren't winning yesterday. They got one hit. Logan Webb, once again, getting tremendous support. One hit. They got one hit. They had 2 base runners. Tyler Glasnow with an absolute freaking gem. 8 innings, 2 runners, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts, 2.45 ERA. And the Dodgers at 17-8 get that one game back. Giants 11-14. Also, it wasn't the only playoffs last night. How about Noah Ostlund?
Here's a chance, lifted to the net, that'll go just wide. Racing Ostlund after it, scores! Noah Ostlund's first NHL playoff goal puts Buffalo up 3-1.
Yeah, Buffalo beats the Bruins 3-1. They take a 2-1 series lead there, and that was just specifically for Dwayne in the chat. Mr. Hockey. There you go, Dwayne. Hello, Mitch.
Good morning. Good morning, Connor. How you doing? Happy Friday.
I'm good, Mitch. Carmichael is good. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. No, it's trying to get some nice weather here.
Mitch.
I'll be babysitting my little Jeremiah. I love it.
You're who? Is that grandson?
My youngest one. He's almost 4 months already.
Oh, wow.
Time flies, boy.
It does fly.
It's flying.
Hey, Mitch, by the way, we know each other. We know each other well enough by now, I think, through the years. You can call me Dave. You don't have to call me Carmichael. You can call me Dave.
CD's out of the question, too?
CD's fine. Nope, CD's fine. I am CD time to time, but yes, CD is okay. Go ahead.
I don't know if the interest is too high. That the banks that they don't go out of business because they don't give out any money for free. That's for sure. I know. It's amazing that shortstop. They got a 5-year extension, or 8-year extension. He's batting 182, but I think he's gonna be good with the Pirates. So that's good. I'm hoping they can also keep getting this. I want to see baseball be more parity, and everybody force some of these owners, all these rich owners, to spend. And the draft last night, I was hoping the Rays will move on to the upper 20s, but they didn't. There's a couple guys that are still on the board I would like to see them get. Kagan from Ohio State defensive tackle. Cooper's gone. Concepcion. Rodriguez is still out there. But the Rams, that has to be the biggest head scratcher, because I think Klubnik from Clemson or Grant Newsheimer is his last name from LSU, they could have gotten those guys. I think those guys would have a better career. That was not Jack Lemon, Micaiah Lemon, written all over for the Rams, and they really blew it. That has to be one of the worst picks I've ever seen in years.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking.
With the 13th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Ty Simpson, quarterback, Alabama.
I mean, they must have been, and by they, I mean the GM, they must have been so high on him. But I think it was very evident, and I'm not a big fan of reading stuff into things when you don't know if it's true, but I don't think Shawn McVey, the head coach, was even trying to hide what he thought of the pick at the press conference.
Yeah, I did.
I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson.
Yeah, he wasn't happy. Here's part of Shawn McVey's conversation when he called Ty Simpson.
Let's go make history, Coach.
Yeah, no, and hey, enjoy this night, man. You earned it.
Let's go. You've got an obviously pumped up, emotional Ty Simpson. Let's go make history, Coach. Yeah, okay. Look, we just talked about we just talked about drafts and draft grades and how asinine it is. Ty Simpson we might be sitting here 5 years from now with the Rams and Ty Simpson holding the Lombardi. I just watched a clip yesterday, and again, this is the stuff I love, of live reactions from fans from drafts past, including, for example, a Chiefs fan absolutely going off because they drafted Patrick Mahomes, a Bills fan that was absolutely beside himself when they drafted Josh Allen. Some of you might have seen that floating around because we don't know what we're talking about. So I want to caveat that about Ty Simpson. We don't know. It might be a genius pick. He may learn Aaron Rodgers style under Brett Favre for a year or two and then lead him to the promised land. Here's the deal with that, man. Number one, you have the reigning MVP. It's not just a quarterback. He's the reigning MVP. Also, I think if he doesn't win MVP, he probably retires. He's right there. Well, then that's why we got a quarterback. But he's still there. He's coming back. And he's not getting any younger. He's 38 years old. The Seahawks won the Super Bowl last year, but the Rams were their toughest competition. It wasn't the Broncos, even though Knicks was hurt. Still wasn't the Broncos. Certainly wasn't the Patriots. I believe the Rams were the second best team in the NFL last year. And if there were no conferences, it would have been Seahawks, Rams in the Super Bowl, and who the hell knows? He's going to be 39 next February. So he's playing in his 38th year. You might want to get him some more help, especially, by the way, and I'm not advocating taking a wide receiver in the first round, but my God, Puka Nacua is having one of the worst off seasons. I should say one of the dumbest off seasons in recent memory. And you draft a quarterback with a top 12 pick? Top 13 pick? My goodness. All right, halfway through. When we come back, let's get back to the NBA playoffs, Eastern Conference version, as we played a little bit of it. But the Atlanta Hawks looking to take 2 in a row in this series. We'll do that next.
After missing significant time last season, will Domantas Sabonis return to form in 2026?
Rehab's going really good. My Wolverine healing powers are starting to kick in, and I feel like I'm ahead of schedule, and I'm just really excited for next season, even though this one just finished. I'll be ready for the start of next season and play at the All-NBA level that everyone here in Sacramento has been used to seeing me play at.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you try my Colombian tamales? They're delicious.
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched,
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt. Can you pass me a straw?
You mean a pitillo?
Tamales deserve Pepsi.
To 15-year-old Harper, buying an $80 vintage rock t-shirt is a great investment. To Harper's mom, this logic has a few holes in it. So she helped Harper open a Wells Fargo Clear Access banking account. With no overdraft fees and tools to track spending, Harper's Learning, one heavy metal tea at a time. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Terms apply. Visit wellsfargo.com/deposit disclosures for fees and details.
Contractors, remodelers, you now have a great supplier to assist you with your next project. Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento. They are Northern California's best kitchen and bathroom remodeling supply store. Anova has the latest cabinet styles, a great selection of countertops, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and more. Visit their website, InovaCabinetStone.com. Take advantage of their grand opening special, a $750 in-store credit. Stop by today, Anova Cabinet and Stone in Sacramento.
There's the hard way to buy a car, and then there's the Hoblet way. Transparent prices, fast paperwork, and a team that's there to help, not hover. We've spent 77 years refining this process so you can get in, get out, and get driving with zero drama. Car buying doesn't have to be stressful. At least, not when you do it the Hoblet way. Experience the difference at HobletDodge.com. The easy way to buy.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Kenyon, how you doing? This is Darren Muji with the New York Jets.
I'm doing good. How are you?
You doing good? We're going to pick you right here and make you a New York Jet.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you excited about that? You can come here and be a weapon for us, all right? I'm going to hand you over to head coach AG.
Thank you.
Ian, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm excited, Coach.
Man, good. We're excited too, man. Listen, we're going to bring you up here. You're going to be a huge weapon for us, all right?
Yeah. I think it's going to be a prank call for a second. But no, I appreciate it.
No, we're not pranking you, brother. No, you're going to be a Jet. You're going to be a Jet. Trust me on that, man. You've been a target for us for a while. All right? Hey, Kenny, congratulations.
Hey, it's Chris's guy, Woody Johnson, owner of the Jets.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, it's a big night for you. How's your family take it? Are they around you?
Yeah. They're better.
You got your coordinator here is just he's jumping up and down. Frank, come over here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Frank, are you a happy guy?
Oh, my goodness. Let's go.
You hear that, Kenny? Okay, congratulations.
Sadiq,
thank you. Hey,
what did I tell you? I told you. I hope you told your family exactly what I told you to tell them. We are so excited. Man, I can't even breathe right now. I'm so happy.
That's Kenyon Sadiq.
Thought it was a prank. Seriously, is this a prank?
Yeah, you thought it was a prank.
Can you please tell me I'm not a Jet?
Please, God, tell me I'm not a Jet. A lot of sound for you today. Missed this yesterday, and shame on us. 27 years ago yesterday, I think it's safe to say this will almost certainly not happen again, as Fernando Tatis, not Fernando Tatis Jr., his dad, Fernando Tatis Sr., stepped into the plate against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium for the St. Louis Cardinals. Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it.
A fastball to Tatis with the bases loaded, no one out, 2-0 the count. Mark is set. He kicks and delivers. Fastball, and it's a grand slam. Woo! We see who powered that one. A grand slam home run, and the Cardinals lead it 4-2.
That went over the bullpen. That went over the back wall of the bullpen.
Tatis could.
Okay, so it's important to understand as I play the second half of the clip, and most of you know where I'm going here. Fernando Tatis came up to the plate again later in the game, also with the bases loaded, having hit a grand slam earlier in the game. 2 grand slams in a game would be insane, and I think has only been done barely a handful of times. But the difference here is that Fernando Tatis hit a grand slam, came back to the plate with the bases loaded later in the same inning.
Could make it an 11-run inning here in the third. Cardinals have already scored 7. In the pitch, the runners go 3-2 to T. Swing and a long one. There it is, folks. Baseball history. A second grand slam home run for Fernando Tatis in the third inning in Los Angeles, California, and the Cardinals lead it 11-2. Wow.
I don't think that's ever happening again. I don't think that's ever happening again. And I think the best part is that if you had told somebody that morning, if baseball Jesus had come down to your bedside and said, hey, I want you to bet something today. Cardinals, Dodgers, one of the St. Louis Cardinals is going to hit 2 grand slams in an inning. I'd have said, you got it. I'd have gone right down to the local bookie, and I'd have put all my money on St. Louis Cardinal Mark McGwire. Not only was it not Mark McGwire, it was their shortstop. Who had that? Not I, said the fly. During the 2023 season, the Pac-12, remember that? Remember the Pac-12?
Packed, like it went from a 6-pack to a 12-pack?
There's a 12-pack. They had, during the 2023 season in the Pac-12, they had 2022 Heisman winner Caleb Williams, 2023 Heisman finalist Bo Nix, 2023 Heisman finalist Michael Penix Jr., 2024 Heisman winner Travis Hunter, 2024 Heisman finalist Cam Ward, and 2025 Heisman winner Fernando Mendoza. Remember, he was at Cal, which means they also had 2024 number 1 overall pick Caleb Williams, 2025 number 1 overall pick Cam Ward, 2025 number 2 overall pick Travis Hunter, 2026 number 1 overall pick Fernando Mendoza, and 2026 number 2 overall pick David Bailey. Not bad for a conference that barely exists. Not bad at all. Meanwhile, down in Atlanta, noted basketball haven Atlanta, the Hawks were looking to capitalize on their stolen game in the second of the series at Madison Square Garden. I say stolen. I don't mean that. You know what I mean by that. They stole one. Here's Onyeka Okongwu with a dunk.
Kicks it off in the corner. Open. Dyson. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound jam back in with one hand by Onyeka Okongwu. He came flying out of the ceiling, and the Hawks take the lead 50-36.
Something that doesn't get talked about enough, even though we probably know it, but I think it's actually really cool. Obviously, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is having a tremendous run. MVP. He's probably getting a second straight. Defending champion. Probably getting another one, certainly the favorite. But his cousin, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's not having a bad run either. Here he is in the third.
Nickeil, three-pointer good. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's come alive here in the third quarter. It's 78-69, Atlanta leading.
He'd continue to come alive later in the third.
Quick pass, Nickeil, right side three. Bang, off the glass again.
Bang. People say Dyson Daniels can't shoot.
Jalen trying to back his way in. Now he kicks it out to Dyson. Straight away three. He's got it. Dyson Daniels knocks down a three. And the Hawks take the lead 81-71.
Now, let's go to the Knicks side. As OG Anunoby, amongst others, were just nailing difficulty scale 9 to 10 threes late, and they actually took the lead eventually.
Blocked by Johnson. Ball came loose to Anunoby. Has to shoot from the far corner, and he buries a three. What a ridiculous possession for the Knicks. It winds up with an Anunoby triple, and the Knicks are back within 2.
That was after a big block. They got it back at the three. Here's Miles McBride.
Brunson in a hurry. Back to McBride, left wing. Three-pointer. Got it. Deuce McBride, second three-pointer in the fourth quarter.
And finally, to take the lead, here's Jalen Brunson getting a three the old-fashioned way.
Right-hand dribble, right elbow. Spin toward the dotted line. Left-hand layup. Got it and one. Jalen Brunson with a left bicep flex. He's put the Knicks in front for the first time since the first quarter with 1:03 to go. We
talked about it in Game 2 at Madison Square Garden. When he's hot, and he's one of those guys, almost Kyrie Irving-esque. When he gets hot, good luck trying to defend him. C.J. McCollum with the clutch fadeaway.
C.J. goes right down the lane. Foul line jumper is good. C.J. gives the Hawks the lead. 109-108.
109-108. Here's the final call.
It's knocked away. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Hawks. And Atlanta wins. The Atlanta Hawks have won Game 3 to take a 2-1 lead. The New York Knicks absolutely, positively screwed up the final play of the game. And the Atlanta Hawks have taken a 2-1 lead in the series as they have defeated the mighty Knicks 109-108.
Yeah, no disrespect, but other than that hoop and the harm by Jalen Brunson, he had kind of a nightmare end of the game. The Knicks did in general. And they're now down 2-1. And you're starting to hear, I heard a very, very interesting whisper yesterday. A very, very interesting whisper. Yeah, a little bit like that. A little bit like that, Chris. The whisper was this. If the New York Knicks lose this first round series, is there a chance we could effectively see a coaching trade in the NBA? What do I mean by that? Well, some of you will remember that Steve Kerr was working, I believe, in the Suns front office before he was hired to replace Mark Jackson in Golden State. He had no previous coaching experience. But he had another offer that was on the table from a guy named Phil Jackson, who was running things for the New York Knicks. And at the time, first off, everybody was questioning hiring a guy with no coaching experience.
Was that before or after Fisher?
That's a good question. It's a really good question. I don't know. Not only were people questioning the hiring of Steve Kerr, but on top of that, what kind of a nut job passes up the opportunity to work in New York for the Knicks in one of the most coveted coaching jobs there is? Oh, and by the way, you're working for Phil Jackson. You said no to Phil Jackson, and you rolled in to take over for Mark Jackson, who had been turning the team around in Golden State. And you have to fill those shoes in what was at the time a controversial firing? Well, obviously, Steve Kerr made the right decision. But here we are now, 14 years later, something like that. And all signs are pointing to Steve Kerr being done in Golden State of his own choice. And so the whisper I heard yesterday was, that wasn't just me, if the Knicks lose in the first round, could Steve Kerr take over after just 1 year in New York for Mike Brown? And Mike Brown, who has deep ties with the Warriors organization, go back to Golden State as their head coach. And by the way, I can promise you this, the two loudest voices with the most sway in that building from a player standpoint, I'm talking about Steph Curry and Draymond Green, would be all over that. So it wouldn't necessarily be a Knicks fire Mike Brown. It would be Mike Brown has a great landing spot in Golden State, and the Knicks would probably be happy to do that if it meant they were getting Steve Kerr. I think, honestly, the biggest question there is, does Steve Kerr want to go from the fishbowl of Steph Curry's Warriors and all that attention to now, all of a sudden, you're going to New York and you're working for James Dolan? You go from working from Joe Lacob to James Dolan. So I don't know. I mean, it's obviously that's a crazy long shot, and a lot of things have to happen in between now and then. But that would be quite interesting. Let's go to Canada, by the way, where they just passed a bill eliminating selling tickets for above resale. We talked about that earlier. How about old friend Garrett Temple?
Bounce pass back to Jackson Davis. Lost it, gets it back. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Temple. Into the paint, lobs it up. Alley-oop finish for Jonathan Mobo.
Uh-huh. So this is Cavs Raptors.
He was an unlikely rebel. And to me, he's our greatest Canadian.
Always good to hear old friend and one of the nicest Sacramento Kings ever, Garrett Temple, in a highlight. Interestingly enough, that was the entirety of Garrett Temple's contribution in the game. He played 2 minutes. He had absolutely zeros across the board except 1 assist. So in honor of our guy GT, here is the entirety of his game against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Barnes throws it over to an open battle far side. Yes, sir! You have got to be kidding me! Jamison Battle does it again!
And what's great about that is I did that whole setup and then played the wrong highlight. Here's Garrett Temple
Bounce
again.
Pass back to Jackson Davis. Lost it, gets it back. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Temple. Into the paint, lobs it up. Alley-oop finish for Jonathan Mobo.
There's another interesting stat line for Toronto. And this was a guy I was kind of hoping the Kings would look at coming out of Houston. Who was such a stud in the NCAAs. And he ends up actually getting picked by Sacramento with the 45th pick in the draft, second round, Jamal Shead. And Jamal Shead last night in the playoffs, in a victory, played 30 minutes off the bench. 30 minutes. And he had 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting. Why was Jamal Shead out there? Defense. He also had 5 assists and 5 steals to go with the rebound. But I think that's probably the box score of the night. Now I got to remember, what was that deal from the Kings? Why did they trade the number? Oh. Really? I forgot about that. Why did I follow that through? Why did I look? There's a reason I was not able to recall that. You see, Jamal Shead was selected with the 45th overall pick by the Sacramento Kings. However, immediately on draft night, he was traded along with Davion Mitchell and Alexander Vezenkov, along with a 2025 second-round pick to the Raptors in exchange for Jalen McDaniels. I like Monty McNair. I've always liked Monty McNair. I think he got a bit of a raw deal. That's all in the past. I think the pick swap to the Spurs is in the Levine trade is the worst of his tenure, but I'm not entirely sure that was Monty McNair. I am, however, pretty sure that Vezenkov and this trade was, and I would say that to me is the worst. I mean, come on, man. How nice would it be? I'm not saying Kings would be winning, Kings wouldn't be winning any championships with this. Don't get me wrong. But you think they could use one of those or both of those guys right now, Davion Mitchell and Jamal Shead? By the way, am I wrong here? Isn't Alexander Vezenkov about to win the Euro MVP or something like that? I think. Or Sasha. Did I say Alexander? Sasha Vezenkov. Why do I keep doing that? I'm reading his legal name. Let's just forget all about that, shall we? All right, everybody, do the Men in Black thing. just erase that from your memory. God dang. They traded Shed and they traded Davion Mitchell and a second-round pick just to get off of Vezenkov's contract. For Jalen McDaniels, who's already a sore spot for me, because we asked face-to-face on Media Day if there was worry at the power forward position. And I mean, what else? I don't blame them, Monty, for saying this. What are you going to do? Say, yeah, we're in trouble. Jalen McDaniels stinks. But how many games did Jalen even play for us? Did he? He didn't play a single game for us. In fact, he made 4 appearances and 0 starts for Washington in 24-25. Where the hell is he even now? With a stint at the Capital City Go-Go. By the way, I'm not trying, look, no disrespect to Jalen McDaniels. I'm sure he's a good guy, trying his best. Just saying. That didn't work out well. Either way, Jamal Shed and friends helped the Raptors, and they ended up getting a nice big fat win over the Cavs.
As the Raptors see the Cavs bring it across center, and that will do it. Game 3 goes to the Raptors. The Cavaliers still lead the series 2-1, but a decisive 22-point win for Toronto.
We'll talk a little bit more later about, and we did earlier, about the Nuggets and Timberwolves. Some interesting numbers. Nikola Jokic, we said this earlier, he had a stinker last night for him. And when I say for him, what I mean is if anybody else posts a box score of 27 points, 15 boards, 3 assists, and 2 steals, that's a pretty good game. But Nikola Jokic was 7 of 26 from beyond the arc. That's his second straight bad shooting game. And here's a stat to back it up. Nikola Jokic has 2 career playoff games shooting under 30% from the field. Both were against Rudy Gobert. I'm not a huge Gobert guy. He's fine, whatever. But the guy does deserve some flowers. And if the Wolves win this series, that's going to have to continue. And if that does continue, meaning Rudy Gobert being able to, it's the old Dan Patrick saying, you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. If they're able to contain Jokic like they have the last 2 games to putting up numbers, but incredibly inefficient numbers, then, if they did MVPs for the first round of the playoffs, he'd be it, in my opinion. Not Ant, not anybody else. Following up, we'll get to around the NBA. We'll have an update for you on a couple of big injuries, 3 of them. Hey, shockingly, Devin Booker got fined. And we had a new coach. By the way, in the middle of all this stuff going on, we had a new coach get hired yesterday. We'll cover all that in the next spot. Just a couple of football notes for you. And we'll talk NFL draft at large at 9 a.m. Ohio State's the first school to have a position wide receiver selected to the first round in 5 consecutive NFL drafts. Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave in 2022 went 10 and 11. Jackson Smith and Jigba went number 20 in 23. Marvin Harrison Jr. went number 4 overall in 24. Emeka Egbuka, who had a nice rookie year for Tampa Bay, went number 19. And Carnell Tate goes number 4 overall last year. By the way, Jeremiah Smith is coming out in 2027, and he is almost certainly going to be a first-round pick. Then when you look at guys like Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs also being drafted in the first round on defense, it kind of makes you wonder, how the hell was Ohio State not even in the championship last year? How did Ohio State not win 2, 3, 4 consecutive national titles? That's like shades of Miami in the 90s when it comes to NFL players. 49ers, by the way, currently have $42 million in cap space, which doesn't include the Trent Williams extension. That deal could save as much as $26.5 million, give the Niners almost $70 million in cap space. That's quite interesting. And we'll talk about that at 9 a.m. because that might have a little something to do with why John Lynch is so happy trading back. We'll take a break. Don't look it up. Don't cheat. It's bad karma. This is just for funsies. But I got a trivia question for you. Fernando Mendoza went number 1. One of 4 guys to win the Heisman Trophy, a national title, and go number 1 overall in the NFL draft. Who are the other 3? By the way, this all happened since 1967. And to be honest, I'll give you a hint. It all happened. I'm not going to give you a hint. Don't cheat. We'll see how you do. Just think amongst yourselves. I'll give you the answer when we come back next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
What is it, boy? Someone need help? Someone in trouble? Oh, okay. So you just want me to get Progressive Auto Insurance because their collision coverage covers up to $1,000 in vet bills if you're injured in an accident? That's it? Okay, calm down. Let's not resort to name calling.
Progressive's collision coverage helps pay for care for your pet when they're in the car during an accident.
No, you're right. Sorry, I shouldn't have said calm down.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage included with purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and oh, they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Are you looking for a night out that actually delivers? Grab your friends and head to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. We've got cold drinks, great vibes, and live baseball all in one place. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
The Travel Guys, new on KHTK 1140 every Saturday at 11 a.m.
We'll make you a smarter traveler. Tips you can use on the road and at the airport, plus reports from top consumer advocates.
The Travel Guys, 11 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. Stan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th. So text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
Sacramento! Now you've got a place for all things dance.
The all-new Energy 100.5 HD2.
Where dance music lives. Dance vibes anytime and any place when you get the free Now 100.5 app.
Or listen at 100.5 HD2.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. And there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
waking you up with the best in local sports.
Just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Friday Fun and Games. Celebrity Birthday is going to finish out the program. Matt and Kayla. See if we can have a calmer crosstalk.
Maybe.
Probably not. Probably not. We told you before the break that with Fernando Mendoza at number 1, he now is one of 4 quarterbacks since 1967 to win the Heisman Trophy, a national title, and go number 1 overall in the draft. The hint I was going to give you, and thank you all who didn't cheat. The hint I was going to give you is that I can actually bring it forward 33 years. They all happened in this millennium. Cam Newton, Joe Burrow, and Florida State's Jameis Winston are the other 3. There's a fun little trivia question for you. Going around the NBA, Jalen Williams, big loss for Oklahoma City. Grade 1 hamstring strain. And he is considered out indefinitely, say that he will be evaluated week to week. So you got to think he's gone for this series at a minimum. And honestly may come back for the Spurs, if assuming, by the way, the Spurs get through the Blazers, and then I believe it's the winner of the Nuggets, Timberwolves. But that could be a serious problem for OKC. But I will add, as Aaron pointed out in the chat yesterday, OKC has done fine without him. They managed to go 64-18 this year. That's pretty good. And Jalen Williams played in only 33 games. Good news for Chris's Lakers, who are up 2-0 on the Rockets. Austin Reeves has been upgraded to questionable for Game 3. And, yeah, they need that. I mean, they're up 2-0, I get it, but exactly how long can you go doing that? How long can you rely on that? Although LeBron James, as we talked about, MC's guy in the chat, here's an interesting note about LeBron James. His rookie season, 18 years old, LeBron James had 91 dunks on his way to winning Rookie of the Year. This season, 97. 97 dunks.
That's interesting, too, because back then it was more get to the basket type of game.
Did Doug ever play against him?
I'm sure at some point.
You think so? That was about the same time, wasn't it?
I'll say from experience, do not bring it up.
Really?
I believe that was the first time he cursed at me.
Did you not find that interesting?
He knew LeBron James's, I don't know if you know this, but LeBron James's first NBA game was in Sacramento at Arco Arena.
I don't think that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is true.
I think I would know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Well,
it's something that is very rarely brought up.
Okay.
But he knew his line. Is like, oh, yeah, his first game in the NBA, 18 years old, and he had 19 points. He knew his whole line. And I was like, Doug, he really did that? This is off the air. He's like, yeah, I think so. And I'm like, he did that in his first game? He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I said, oh, who was guarding him? There was a long pause. An F you. And then I think he threw Page under the bus. I think he said, oh, Page was guarding him for most of that.
Ah, okay. Okay. Had a kid.
That was the first and definitely not last time that he has cursed at me.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Looking at an interesting stat regarding the Knicks' Mikal Bridges. The best thing you can say about him is he's an excellent defender and he plays every game. He has shot 8 of 22 in this series so far. He had zero points last night. And it's important to note, you may remember, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks for him. 5 first-round picks for him. Now, look, 1-2 games doesn't make a difference. I understand that, but my goodness gracious. Most points per game in the playoffs so far, since 2020, I should say. Most points per game without free throws included in the playoffs since 2020. This I thought was quite interesting, Chris. Number 5 on the list, Nikola Jokic at 22.9. Again, points per game since 2020 in the playoffs, not including free throws. It might surprise you that not included in the top 10, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic 5, Curry 4, Giannis 3, Donovan Mitchell 2. Chris, I'm going to give you 2 guesses as who is the top scorer in the playoffs since 2020 when you take away free throws. I've already told you, Jokic, Curry, Giannis, and Mitchell. That's your 5 through 2. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, shockingly, is not in the top 10. That doesn't help the free throw merchant thing.
LeBron?
LeBron James is not in the top 10.
Because of the free throws.
Because of the free throws. We're taking away the free throws. This is what they're scoring, less free throws. One more guess for Chris Verlade.
Is it going to be something that upsets me?
It's a great hint if I give it to you.
Is it De'Aaron Fox?
It is not De'Aaron Fox. It's going to upset you even more. At 24.8 points per game.
Oh, yeah, he's a big boy.
Not including free throws, Luka Doncic leads the NBA in points per game since 2020.
How many he's got in this playoff?
Well, you know, I mean, he is a little bit hurt there. Chris.
Oh.
Just saying.
Do you know how much I will love if the Lakers are just destroying teams?
And then he comes
back and they're just struggling.
You're going to love it at first, but here's the problem. You're going to love it at first, but here's the problem, because the narrative is then going to be LeBron's got to go because obviously they can't coexist and this needs to be Luka's team.
I have a feeling that's going to happen anyways.
I wonder what this guy thinks. He's got questions, too.
Have you ever walked out of a mall into a huge parking area and realized you'd forgotten where you parked your car? Ever gone mountain biking? What do you want to be when you grow up? What's the right tip? Have you called a plumber to your home lately? How superstitious are you?
That feels like, not that I have any experience with this, but maybe uncle is had a few too many.
A little something.
And he kind of fell asleep, and you're like, hey, uncle, it's time to wake up. You got to do da-da-da-da. Hey, you ever looking for your car in a parking lot? Can't remember it?
For those of you who don't know, somebody decided to take Jonathan Frakes' questions from, what was it, Fact or Fiction, The World Beyond or something? Next Generation?
It was Believe It or Not.
Below Decks? Okay.
It's like Supernatural something.
I gotcha. They slowed it down, and it's just wonderful. The NBA has put out a statement. Quote, following an investigation, including multiple interviews and video review, the league found no basis in the Suns-Oklahoma City game to any claim of bias or misconduct by game officials. They then fined Devin Booker, as we predicted on the nose, by the way, $35,000 for his comments post-game, after finding no basis to any claim of bias or misconduct. Very quietly, though, the NBA also rescinded all 3 technical fouls called in the game. Hey, the refs were fine. No bias. They did nothing wrong. Oh, yeah. All 3 techs, we're going to rescind it. Makes total sense. By the way, one more note on Mikal Bridges. No points. These are his last 4 quarters since halftime of game 2. This was during the game yesterday. 0 points, 0 for 7, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, minus 26 in 35 minutes. That's not good. We'll take a break. When we return, here's how the rest of the show lines up for you. What's hot, what's not. We'll go streaking as well. I got the team-leading 4-game streak going. 9 o'clock. We've had a lot of stuff for you on the NFL draft today. We'll revisit much of that with some new stuff in there as well, including, of course, the Raiders getting their guy in Fernando Mendoza. We'll hear from him, what the 49ers did, and what it sounds like they may very well do again today. And then we got all kinds of phone calls and anecdotes and stats and stuff, all the stuff you need for the NFL draft, followed by celebrity birthdays and what's on deck, and then we wrap everything up with Friday Fun and Games. We'll get to all that next.
Did the 2025 rookie class prove itself to be the greatest in Sacramento Kings history?
We drafted a kid that's 42nd, and if you did the draft again, he goes in the top 5 probably. Then you got a kid in Niku. Towards the end of the season, I was like, oh boy, DP, and then Dylan, he wasn't even drafted. So I don't know that we've seen a draft class like this here.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-290-7100. That's 800-290-7100.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/music. ethos.com/music. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You're great at protecting your data, but lots of places could still expose you to identity theft.
I thought it was safe.
If that happens, LifeLock gives you a US-based restoration agent who will stick by your side from start to finish. Phone calls, filing documentation, preparing insurance claims, your agent handles it all. In fact, we're so confident restoration is guaranteed or your money back. Isn't it nice to have someone like that on your side? Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Speaking of who's hot, who's not. So who's hot? The studio. I'm not going to cool it down like yesterday because everybody whined. But I just went over to that thermostat, and that thermostat, which I have used forever, is doing something very strange. And it's bugging the heck out of me. This is the worst possible situation. There are two different readouts because I'm assuming there's two separate whatevers in here. The problem is right now, one is at 68 degrees. The other is at 65 degrees. And if I move either of the arrows, it moves them both simultaneously. I was just over there during the break trying to do that. Here's the problem. One of them is even, one of them is odd. I do not do odd numbers. I don't do it in volumes. I don't do it on the thermostat. But I'm now stuck having to, literally, there's nothing I can do. One of these is going to be odd. And I don't like it. I don't know what the hell to do. Can we start a ticket with engineering? No.
That one's odd and one's even.
Yeah. Can we get them? Can we get these separated or in sync? I'm sitting over.
That was absolutely insane.
I'm sitting over there with an odd number on the thermostat, which means something bad's about to happen, man. Who's hot?
Is that why you skipped the last question of 3 for Madness? Because it would have been odd.
I think it's because we got distracted doing something.
We were talking about Ticketmaster.
Okay, there we go.
Who's hot?
Who's hot?
The Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, that's the former Tom Dundon group that he owned. Well, he's not the owner anymore. Is he still the owner? Is he still the owner? I think he had it. Does he own both? I'm looking it up. Who is so? What? Why are the Carolina Hurricanes so hot?
You almost made me cuss on the air.
I don't know what's funny about that.
Well, in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Hurricanes, they've won their first 2 playoff games. That is the second consecutive season in a row that they've done that. Only one Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL, or NHL franchise with the longer such streak was.
Who's that?
Your favorite team?
The Bears.
Your favorite team?
The Dodgers. Dave loves LA. Dave loves it.
The Los Angeles Lakers from 1982 to 1991.
Remind me to play poker with you someday, too.
I'm actually playing poker this weekend.
Are you?
Yeah, buddies are getting together. We're gonna have a poker night.
Yeah, work on your poker face, Holmes.
My poker face.
Yeah. By the way, you started laughing at Tom Dundon. He sold the Hurricanes in March. 12.5% of it, by the way, to investors Brett Jefferson, Bobby Farnham, and Mark Grandison at a $2.66 billion valuation. LB in Las Vegas says, you mean the Hartford Whalers? Yeah, man. Always be the whale. Taking the whale to the cup in Mallrats. Who's not?
Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray.
Yeah, why is that?
It is the first time in NBA playoff history that 2 players with 25 or more points, that average 25 or more points a game in the regular season, were held to under 30% shooting on 15 or more attempts in the same game.
Well, that's not good.
Jokic was 7 of 26, and Murray was 5 of 17.
We mentioned earlier Mikal Bridges, since halftime of game 2 at 0 points, 0 for 7, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Also, who's not? Arguably, although I don't think it's arguable, John Lynch in the first round. A lot of Niner fans are like, we traded out the first round for you. We traded out the first round. Well, you know why I'm so happy the Niners traded out of the first round? Because John Lynch sucks in the first round. Here's the Niners' first-round draft picks under John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. In 2017, with the 3rd pick in the NFL draft, the Niners select Solomon Thomas. By the way, yes, that was the Patrick Mahomes draft. He went later. In 2017, they also had the number 31 pick. They drafted Reuben Foster. Now, Reuben Foster was a stud, to be fair. He just couldn't clean up his act off the field. He was terrible off the field. In 2018, with the 9th pick in the draft, they picked Mike McGlinchey. Okay, fine. I guess. The following year, pick 2. Here we go. Nick Bosa. Full credit. Nick Bosa, super stud. Wish he was healthier, but still absolutely awesome. In 2020, the replacement for DeForest Buckner. How'd that work out? Javon Kinlaw at number 14. In 2020, pick 25. You know what? I'm actually going to give him a pass for this. I'm going to give him credit. With the 25th pick in the draft, they drafted Brandon Ayuk. Okay, fine. Didn't work. Didn't end well, but better than normal. In 2021, I saw an all-time, I think it was last 40 years, NFL draft bust bracket. The winner, of course, was Jamarcus Russell, but I'm pretty sure that the 49ers number 3 pick in 2021 did make it to the quarterfinals. Trey Lance, the number 3 pick. And the only reason why that's not talked about more is because they got Brock Purdy with the last pick in the draft. That's called luck. Ricky Pearsall in 2024, still too early to tell. Mikael Williams with the 11 pick last year, still early to tell. Obviously, Ricky Pearsall got shot in the chest, but yet he has had 2 seasons, and, apart from being shot in the chest, which is completely understandable to have an off year when you get shot in the chest, wasn't exactly lighting it up last year either. So as a Niner fan, I'm kind of cool with it. I almost wish John Lynch would trade out of the first round every single year, because when you look at the players he's drafted beyond the first round, it's the opposite. He's actually got a pretty good record there. He's had quite the steals. All right, let's go streaking, please.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking!
Everyone's excited. It's starting to get serious here, for one of us at least. Chris, how are we doing and how did we do?
Well, Jason doesn't have any hits because Fernando Tatis Jr. went 0 for 4, so he went with Aaron Judge because he's playing the Red Sox. He got up 4 times and he got a hit.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
I had a 1-game hitting streak thanks to Kevin McGonigal.
The professor.
I went with Drake Baldwin of the Braves. He got up 4 times. He also got a hit.
Oh, look at you. Double digits. Well, wait. Nope. Just 2.
Just 2.
Just 2.
2 digits.
Okay.
And you with the largest streak, you have a, let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-game hitting streak.
4-game.
You picked O'Neal Cruz of the Pirates.
Come on, O'Neal Cruz.
He was playing the Rangers.
He was.
He got up 4 times.
He did.
Get out 3 times.
And what did he do in the walk?
He got a home run for a hit.
That's right.
I think you are with that. You are leading us this season. You've got 3 home runs.
We're pretty good with the power. My guys are batting 192. Basically the Dave Kingman of this matchup. All right. Coming into today, let's see. What do I want to do here? Just to prove that I'm not, I hate LA like everybody should.
Dave loves LA.
Dave loves it. Hates it. Give me PCA. Pete Crow Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs.
I am going to take Ernie Clement of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Doesn't Ernie Clement sound like a guy who played in the 50s?
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely. And I am 100%. Do you know that every day, so Jason texts us, say, who'd you take streaking? And every day I spend 5 minutes trying to remember who I took, including yesterday. Except the one day that
And I've gone like, oh, I picked this person. Nope, I didn't pick that.
Guy. Did I catch you cheating yesterday, by the way?
No, it was Monday.
No, I know you cheated Monday, but wasn't it yesterday where you said,
I said Jaron Duran. I said, no, I picked the guy today.
Who was it, Chris? You just talked about it.
I picked.
Everyone wait on Chris. He does this to me. Who'd you pick, Chris? You
know who I picked.
Nope, wasn't listening.
I picked Drake Baldwin.
Oh, of course. But wasn't the thing that by the time when you texted, no, I picked Drake Baldwin, I looked and he already had it.
Yeah, he already did have it.
Yeah. But you weren't cheating that time?
I was cheating the first time.
1 hour of the program left. What's on deck? Celebrity birthdays, Friday fun and games. But when we come back, we got all kinds of stuff for you that is NFL draft related. A full 24 minutes of nonstop sports right here on by you, the number one, by a lot, like legitimately by almost double, the number one rated, Nielsen rated sports show in any time slot in the entire city on any station. Thanks to you guys right here on Sactown Sports.
Live and local.
With everything 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! San Francisco! Bob George went up and caught the ball. Touchdown!
The 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Happy Friday, my friends. Johnny Mosley here. Toyota and I are back to walk you through today's weather. It's time for Friday's Toyota Tahoe Report. Yes, let's see what Mother Nature's got on the menu.
Thanks, Johnny. Clouds move back over Palisades Tahoe on Friday with highs in the mid-40s and light winds. That fresh snow is still skiing great up top. Saturday cools down with scattered showers possible and temps in the upper 40s. This report is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you bringing 4 or more to the ballpark? The Sacramento Rivercats Family Fun Pack makes it easy. Get 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 tickets, and 4 Rivercats items bundled together for unbeatable value. Grab your Family Fun Pack today at rivercats.com.
Sacramento. Get ready because the Sactown Sports Live events calendar is packed with can't-miss shows all season long. It all starts April 28th with Benjamin Todd live at Ace of Spades. Then May 9th, big night, big choices. Laugh with Tim Allen at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Or catch the iconic sale live at Thunder Valley Casino Resort, happening on the same night. Rock lives on May 16th when Jason Bonham brings his Led Zeppelin evening to Hard Rock Live Sacramento. And don't miss Lenny Kravitz May 22nd at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. June 6th, sing along with Richard Marx also at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Then catch all the summer vibes July 10th with Rascal Flatts at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic. August keeps the party going with Kane Brown and Ironstone Amphitheater August 16th. And Ty Myers August 22nd at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic. From comedy to rock to country, if it's live, it's here. Check the Sactown Sports Live events calendar and plan your next night out today.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
What do we do, Bobby? Okay. Final second. Hey, this just into my email. Great news, everybody.
Which email?
Not my work.
Oh.
Now going on week 4 of not being able to access my work. And you know what? It hasn't changed my life. Yet, at least. I've been approved for global entry. You may still address me as Carmichael Dave, or David if you're in my family, but now I get global entry, so I get to go in the little line when I come back into the country, show my little card. Had to do an interview. At San Francisco Airport. I did. I had to do an. They
So Carmichael Dave, what do you got coming up?
They were like the jiviest questions too, dude. It was like, so what do you do? Okay. Got any kids? Where were you born? What hospital? I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to find out. But I was like, come on, man. Like, what are you? They had to do a background check.
I was Sutter.
Were you Sutter?
Mm-hmm.
So was my sister.
Oh.
Yeah. She at the time was the longest baby. By the way, we have a wacko something trolley. I think it might be a bot in the chat. Might want to move on from that. And by the way, if you want to get in the chat, you can. Go to YouTube, Sactown Sports, and say hello. The JB3, you might have to go to top or all chat instead of top chat. I found that out, or live chat, I guess. If you don't go to live chat, you're going to miss out on some stuff, which I guess it might be nice to miss out on that. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but I think that's a bot. Apparently, Whitey cracked back at me for the facelift comment. All I'm trying to say is Whitey looks good for his age. Jeez. You want to know how old Whitey is? I interviewed him in 7th grade. Hey, look at somebody checking in. They were born at Mercy San Juan. That's where both of my children were born. Mercy San Juan Hospital, right over there on Coyle. They turned out okay. I was born. This is how old I am. See? You want to know how old Whitey is? I'm so old. I was born
in a manger outside of Bethlehem.
That's where Whitey was born. And then shortly after, he delivered Jason Ross. I was born in a hospital that has not existed for decades, American River Hospital. Yeah. I was born, they shut it down. Now I think there's like an old folks home there, Eschaton or something. Everyone's checking in on the text line in the chat where they were born. And so far, they're all local, and I love that. Hey, what hospital were you born? 916-339-1140. Check in on the chat. Shout out Dr. Bugby. That's a great name for an OBGYN. Hi, I'm Dr. Bugby. I'll be the catcher today. That was a weird experience, man. That is something, Chris, you have not had to experience. I don't know, man. Everybody said the birth of a child is the most amazing thing you'll ever be a part of. It'll be the greatest day of your life. I mean, I guess it was. But also, with my daughter, the thing that really, you know how I'm weird with odd numbers and different things? I was convinced that I jinxed her entire life. No, dude, this is true.
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
Because my daughter's, that was our first child. That was the first child that I was aware of that I had fathered. And I thought, like, at best, I was going to be at the foot of the hospital bed, like, kind of just cheering, you know, breathe, doing Lamaze and all that crap. Nope. The doctor put my wife's right foot on my left shoulder. Yup. Fill in the blanks there, pal. And shortly before, when my wife was in...
Hey, wait, you're not a doctor.
That thing better have numbers on it. That thermometer. Shortly before my daughter, I think it was maybe in the 5th hour of my wife being in labor, they have a little monitor next to the hospital bed for the wife's heart rate and vitals, and then another monitor for the baby's heart rate and vitals. And probably in the 4th or 5th hour of labor, I don't remember. I've blocked it out. My daughter flatlined, absolutely out of the blue, when the doctor was in doing the checkups, making the rounds with the nurses, saying things like, oh, you're this much dilated. There's going to be any time now. And then all of a sudden, as they're walking out, flatline. And all of a sudden, they kind of shoved me to the back of the room. A blue siren went off above my wife's bed. About 20 people I didn't even know were on the floor rush in. And all of a sudden, they're yelling back and forth. We're going to have to do an emergency C-section prep room, code. And then all of a sudden, we hear code blue, code something. I don't remember what the hell it was. All these people are in and out. They put an oxygen mask on my wife's face and shove her back, like physically shove her back. She was sitting up, shove her back to where she's in a lying down position. And then they start kicking the wheels and stuff up so that and all so that they can wheel my wife to the whatever emergency surgery because the baby's flatlining. And I'm thinking, are you serious? This is happening. I'm in a daze, right? I don't know what the hell's going on other than my kid is flatlining. My first child is flatlining, right? So they start to wheel my wife out of the room, and I'm squatting on a couch in the back on a chair, and I got the towel I was using with ice chips to give my wife ice chips and dab her forehead of the sweat and all that. I'm now chewing on this towel, Jerry Tarkanian style, and then as they're wheeling my wife out, all of a sudden I hear this, hold on. And I'm going, what? And everyone else is going, what? On my kids' lives, this is a 100% true story. The doctor looks down and says, somebody kicked the plug out. Somebody kicked the plug out of the wall. That wasn't great. Well, I guess actually that was great. That's what happened, but oh boy, that gave everybody a scare. Moral of the story and why I thought I jinxed my daughter is that she flops out. We weren't allowed to. I thought I was going to be able to film it, just for family purposes, not the actual flopping out, but you pick up all the stuff that goes with the baby, all the stuff, the vitamin K shot, all that. They said no, but then they hand me the scissors, right? You pull your kid out. This kid looks like if you're a Harry Potter fan, like a mandrake. But in my kid's case, it's just this shriveled red, purple, gooey thing. And it's got the umbilical cord, which is just a giant tube, basically, connected to everything else coming out of her belly button. So they hand me the scissors, and they say, all right, Dad, you get to cut the cord. That's a big moment for a dad. We don't really do. We do the fun stuff, making the baby and all that. We cutting the cord. So I go and I go to cut the cord, and I snip the scissors, and it cut it like half, but it didn't cut it all. I had to do like 2 swipes in order to fully cut the cord, and I honestly thought I don't know where I actually tried to read about it. I thought maybe that was a bad omen. Like you're supposed to cut the cord in one cut. It was like cutting down the nets in the Final Four. And then I looked around thinking, hey, I did something. Yeah. From the chat line, your daughter SGA'd. Yes, she yes. She wasn't really flatlined. She was trying to draw the foul and get 2 shots. She succeeded. So other than that, yeah, shout out Mercy San Juan with the exception of we loved it so much we went back for seconds with Mason. Well, a lot of kids that were born around that time are now NFL draft picks. All that happened yesterday. We started with the first pick.
Mendoza!
Okay, that's me falling for Chris's prank.
Oh, do not play
I'm not
the one from yesterday.
Okay, good. But what if I did?
I had a pretty good feeling you wouldn't.
Okay. Here's the number one pick.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
Hey, how about that? And Fernando Mendoza is always a PR person's dream. What have you been up to the last few months since you won the national championship, Fernando?
The last 5 months has been such a blessing by God, and I can't thank him enough. I'm just looking forward to get to work, prove it at the next level. College was fantastic. I'm so blessed to have that career, but now I step into a great game of the NFL. Look forward to proving and earning it every single day.
Well, what about the Raiders, buddy?
What a great organization, great legacy. There's so many great teammates I'm looking forward to talking to, coaches, owners. I'm ecstatic for the opportunity.
Once I want to see a player in one of those be like, well, there's a reason they got the number one pick. Not exactly hopping into the best situation, but this is going to be the last time they have the number one pick for a long time, provided I'm healthy. I'm out. My favorite pick in the draft, my guy I'm highest on, Caleb Downs, went to the Cowboys, unfortunately. And he talked about his conversation with Jerry Jones.
First of all, I just want to say thank God. Without that, none of us would be here. I just thanks for my Savior, Jesus Christ. But it was a great conversation. I honestly couldn't hear it much. I was too excited to listen. So I'm just excited to do what I can do and be committed to the team.
Hey, I talked to the owner. I wasn't really listening. I was too excited. Oh, you know what? It's an honest answer. The New York Giants draft Arvell Reese, linebacker, Ohio State, and they also got themselves an offensive tackle to help pave the way for our very own Cameron Scadaboo. And Jackson Dart, by the way. From the 916 Cowboy fan checking in, shockingly in all caps, we dem boys Super Bowl baby. That tracks. I respect it at least, like, honestly. The Cowboys haven't been to an NFC title game since, the Clinton administration?
You know, there will be one day. Maybe.
When
they finally win a championship.
Oh, God.
And there's going to be so many that, I told you at the beginning of the season. I told you.
There's going to be the guy that got it tattooed on his leg but the preseason, but you look closer, you see the 17 other years crossed out. An interesting draft note, Aaron Glenn was a coordinator for Dan Campbell in Detroit before he went with the Jets. In Dan Campbell's career with the Lions, his first two picks with the Lions, at number 7, Penei Sewell, and at number 2, Aiden Hutchinson. That's a right tackle, and that's a defensive end. Aaron Glenn's first two picks with the Jets, right tackle Armand Membu and defensive end David Bailey, number 7 and number 2. That's kind of creepy. Same slots both years, same positions both years, same order both years. If you noticed yesterday that the NFL draft went a little bit quicker, just to give you an idea, in Roger Goodell's first year as commissioner in 2007, Chris, last night, round 1 of the NFL draft lasted 2 hours and 53 minutes. The move that they had been given teams 10 minutes, now they got 8 minutes. in between picks. Just to give you an idea, day one last year was 3 hours and 29 minutes. So that knocked over a half hour off. How long was the first round when Roger Goodell had his first draft in 2007?
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, you say. Remember, last night was 2:53. Last year was 3:29. You're saying 4 hours. So you're close. The first round of 2007, Roger Goodell's first draft, 6 hours and 8 minutes. Hello, Ellie.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So basically, this call to you went in details, basically talking about your birth of your child. So I had a similar experience. I was shocked because my wife also went through a C-section, and basically, I was shocked because you basically are behind this little apron or whatever you want to call it, behind the wife, and when the doctor basically, I saw some hair coming out, and then there's a little small plunger that they use. I don't know if you experienced it or saw it, but I was shocked. I was blown away. I was like, "What the hell is this plunger doing?" And basically to snap the head out or whatever. But that was pretty crazy to me. I recall that about 12 years ago myself.
Yeah, that's it's going to stick with you for the rest of your life. I think that's probably the first time I've told that story without crying. There's trauma. I always tell my daughter, you didn't remember any of that. By the way, Greg in the chat, who I've never seen before, says,
Daddy, I want attention before I'm born, Daddy.
Greg, this is today's episode of What the Hell Are You Talking About? Greg in the chat says, Caleb Downs is not Ed Reed. Stop comparing. Was that in a clip I played? Who compared Caleb Downs to Ed Reed? I'm saying on this show. Honestly, if I played a clip and somebody compared him to Ed Reed, then I apologize, but I don't think we've done that. Greg, if that's your real name. Downs is not Ed Reed. Stop comparing. What's next? Mendoza is not Joe Montana. Stop saying that. What?
Yeah, you did say that.
I did say that earlier. Sorry.
He said he is Joe Montana. I'm like, whoa.
Whoa, what are you talking about?
He hasn't even played a snap. Give him a break.
We got one guy in here that said his mom told him that her first meal after giving birth to him, this is great how we got on births, was Skippers off Manzanita in Auburn. Oh, baby. I remember that. What the hell happened to Skippers? I feel like we've had this conversation before, actually.
There was a Skippers on Stockton Boulevard over in my neighborhood.
Does Skippers even exist? Because Skippers was a staple of my childhood, dude. And I remember that one very well. I want to say, isn't it now like it used to have the wagon, not the wagon wheel, the wheel from the boat out front, and then it turned into didn't it turn into like Rosie's Country Kitchen? I think that's where not in my neighborhood. My mom and dad used to go there to Rosie's. It always smelled like onions. They loved Rosie's Country Kitchen, which was the old Skippers. Where the hell is there a Skippers? Well, apparently. Wait, what? No way. There's a Skippers in Mary. Wait, what? I'm on the Skippers website and it says find us on the map. So I see one that's in Marysville. I click on it and it says it's the Loma Rica Market. Is there a Skippers at Loma Rica Market? It says in Fresno there's one at Big Bear 76. And it's in San Pablo there's one at Fresca Gas 3. What the hell are we doing, people? I'm looking for Skippers. Are you telling me it's like when they had the little store? Looks like they're all in Oregon and Washington. I'm all about, listen, for those of you who don't remember Skippers, they used to have this thing. First off, their clam chowder's fantastic. I love their clam chowder. I also love Sizzler clam chowder, so back off. I want it thick. I want it creamy. I want, the potatoes. They used to have all you could eat clam chowder at Skipper's. It was either every Tuesday or Friday. I can't remember. Probably Friday because that's like clam chowder day. To be fair, from the 408, to be fair, you were often comparing everyone to Ed Reed. Whenever I listen to your show, I'm always like, God, when will we stop talking about Ed Reed?
Remember, you got yelled at because we had that Ed Reed segment that you were trying to get sponsored. And...
Yes. I would 100%. I would 100% endorse the Skippers. Also, wouldn't mind opening a skip. Are they still franchising? Let me franchise. I'll put up some cash. I'll franchise the Skippers down here. Things always come back, man. The 49ers traded out of the first round, made a couple of trades. And now as we sit just hours away from number 2, the second round, the Niners are in a fun spot because they have the number 1 overall pick in the second round.
Okay, I got some answers for you.
Okay, thank you.
What you were seeing was a Skipper's fleet grab and go, typically found within convenience stores and supermarkets. But Skipper's only has 2 flagship locations left in Washington State.
Really? So it's kind of like the Blockbuster, but in half. There's 2 left. I'm not saying I'd make a pilgrimage. So what? You go to a gas station and it's like when that chicken place that's in all the gas stations, the crispy, crunchy chicken or whatever.
That's how I want my fish delivered.
Yeah, exactly. And not a huge fan. Not a huge fan of that at all. You got to be very careful with your fish. According to David Lombardi, the 49ers now have $50 million in 2026 cap space. Could be more when they lay out all the numbers. Here's John Lynch with Kyle Shanahan on moving back a couple of times.
We're always open for business. I think that'd be foolish not to listen. And so we will do that, but we have a good idea of where we're going and, looking forward to that.
Kyle, I just wonder what it's like. You've had other nights when you haven't had a first-round pick, but you just didn't have a pick. What's it like for you studying the board, seeing the scouts work, seeing John work, and trading out of the first round as you're watching? What is that like?
It wasn't bad because that was one of the things that we were kind of hoping would happen. When you look at the guys that we really thought had a chance to be there at 27 and guys we wouldn't move for, I think what happened probably would have been, if I was a betting man, probably the second thing I would have thought could have happened. Like, we had the guys we really wanted, and we knew there was a good chance, but when they weren't there, we moved back to 30, and the guys that we would have had to take at 30 are still there. So I look at it as a huge success to move back to 33 when you would have still taken those guys at 30. Now, 27, we were hoping for a couple of things, and we missed those. But we kind of had an idea we might. And to be able to move back 2 spots or 2 different times and get all those picks and still take who you would have taken at those spots who weren't your first choice right away. But we knew that would be a challenge, and we were hoping that we could do that if those guys fell.
There you go. There's a thought process. There's the thought process. By the way, Chris, as we go to break, since you're going to be doing this to us in Friday Fun and Games, let me put you on the spot. I have, over the last 10 years, the 10 worst records in the National Football League. You want to take a crack? I'll give you 2 strikes. Last 10 years, 10 worst records in football.
Raiders
they have the 8th worst record over the last 10 years.
Browns
have the 3rd worst.
Jets
have the 1st or last worst. They're the worst.
Giants.
Don't go that far. The Giants, number 2. All right, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4 for 4.
All right. 10 years. Bad teams.
You can always bring up, if you want to bring up the standings or something, just to see the teams.
They won a Super Bowl, but Tampa?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are your first strike.
Titans.
The Tennessee Titans are your second strike.
Oh.
From worst to 10th worst. The Jets are the worst. The Giants are the second worst, which is objectively hilarious in the United States where the NFL dominates and New York is the number one market. They have the worst two teams over the last 10 years. The Browns, third worst. Panthers, fourth. Cardinals, fifth worst. Jaguars, sixth. Bears, improving quite a bit, but they are the seventh worst. Seventh worst. I say seventh. Raiders, eighth worst. The Commanders are the ninth worst. And this is a little surprising. The 10th worst team in the last 10 years, the Bengals, which I get when you think about it, but also, they've been to a Super Bowl, they've been close, but still 71 and 91 with 2 ties. We'll take a break. Jason loves ties. When we come back, What's on Deck, brought to you by Track Decking and Railing and Celebrity Birthdays. Before we get to Friday Fighting Games with Matt and Kayla, we'll do it next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead. Outstanding ball movement by Sacramento.
Every triple, every jam, every Kings win.
Sabonis with the jam over the Joker. He's got the three-point shot.
Get your Kings fix all season long.
Right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings.
Here's a steal by Fox. The breakaway. He's got the rip with the left hand.
Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Is the crew on their way so we can fire up the grill?
Cabrito, arrachera. They're gonna love it.
Better go with birria and carne en su jugo. Classic Jalisco dishes with tradition.
That seasoning is great, but Northern Mexican-style meat speaks for itself. Let's make both.
Deal. And to boost the flavor, ice-cold Pepsi. Its sweetness pairs perfectly.
And to go with it, flour tortillas.
And corn ones too. Hey, carne asada deserves Pepsi.
Skeeter here, Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. Hey, it's my favorite week of the year, Mosquito Awareness Week. Yep, the spring and warm weather means the little suckers are starting to breed and bite. Gotcha. So it's time to fight the bite. Once a week, drain standing water from flower pots, bird baths, dog dishes, and at dawn and dusk, start using insect repellent outside and wear long clothes, because these skeeters are out for blood.
The Sacramento Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite. For more information, go to fightthebite.net.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded 1 new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is gonna be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Dave's telling me something stupid that I don't know about. Oh, here he is. Right on time.
I was telling you news. On time. Jeez. Stuff's coming in about one of the fun things to watch during the draft was when the Rams took a quarterback with the 13th overall pick, and Shawn McVey either just was completely disinterested or he did a terrible job hiding the fact that he hated the fact that they had the reigning MVP at quarterback and they took his replacement early in the first round. You know, maybe as opposed to getting a guy that could step in and help them right now. They took their first round pick when they were, I think, the second best team in football. Would have given Seattle a much better game than they got in the Super Bowl if that's how things worked out. So they're that close. They're a whisker away from another championship with a 38-year-old quarterback who just won MVP and really wants to win a championship as well, another one. And somebody just unearthed, this is a few weeks ago at the NFL annual meetings in Phoenix. I think this is Kay Adams talking to Shawn McVey about the draft, and, well, Ty Simpson came up.
How much Ty Simpson are you watching?
Well, we watch all of our guys.
I love him.
You know, I like him a lot too.
What do you like about him, like from a Shawn McVey?
Well, I would say this. I probably haven't done as much work on him as you have, but I like the way he handles himself. I like the way that you can evaluate a lot of the different things that he's able to do that maybe translate. I'm familiar with what Ryan Grubb did just from him running that offense in Seattle the year before. I think Mendoza was a fun watch too, you know, but there's a lot of other guys that I like at that 13th pick. And, you know, whether it's quarterbacks, whether it's guys on offense or defense, you know, Les and his group, and I've been able to spend a bunch of time with them and the coaches. You know, we're excited. We're going to get a good player at 13. I know that much.
How much Ty Simpson?
Oh, that's interesting. I want to know what I would pay $17 or less, but I would go up to $17 if they had a camera and a microphone on Shawn McVey and Les Snead, their GM, when McVey was informed that they were taking a quarterback. Because I'll bet that didn't go well. Or I'll bet Shawn did even worse at hiding it. Also, massive breaking news in the NBA. Darren Peterson is declared for the draft. What? No way. He has done much reflection. I mean, was there ever a thought? I guess, you know, everybody's got to do that. That's fine. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You got to do the announcement, but, like, come on. People are treating it like it's top story at 5. One more thing on McVey. Here he is talking about the pick itself.
What I liked about the body of work is, you know, let's make one thing clear. This is Matthew's team. And you get a chance to be able to address, you know, the backup quarterback. You know, we've got Stetson. We've talked about the importance of Jimmy. So to be able to add somebody that you can evaluate a body of work where he was asked to play the position and a lot of things that do translate in terms of concepts, reading with his feet, some of the different things in the drop back in the play action game, the movement game. So there's a lot of things that Coach Grubb did that's very similar to kind of how we operate. So it made it an easier evaluation to be able to.
He ain't happy, dude. Matt and Kayla joining us for celebrity birthdays. Let me get to what's on deck here real quick. By the way, Matt, is that round table leftovers? It is round table. I could tell by looking at it. Celtics Sixers, 4 p.m.
Oh, nice contract being able to get round table.
Right? Who can afford round table? Although I do every once in a while. I'll go by myself. This is such a fat move. About once a month. I haven't done it in a while. There's a round table right by my house that has the buffet from 11 a.m. to 2. I'll just roll in by myself.
Hell yeah.
On the way home from work. If I'm here a little late, I'm feeling especially hungry.
I love that.
And every single time I do it, I do get a little salad just to make myself feel better.
Just a tiny little salad.
And
one tomato.
Yeah, maybe, but that salad's going to have cheese. They always have like the mushrooms and the pepper. It's like they basically just use half the toppings from the pieces anyways for the salad, but they throw in a bowl of lettuce. And then the best part of my round table is their buffet is not that crowded at all. So whenever I go in there, one of the guys comes out and he goes, "Hey, what kind of pizza would you like?" Because they'll cook it for you to put it out on the row of pizzas, and that's what I like to call round table pizza scouting combine. So what I always do, because they always have a combo, the King Arthur Supreme or whatever, I'll always throw in one of the ones that I wouldn't take a chance on and spend the money if I'm not sure it's good. So it'd be like a chicken bacon artichoke or a veggie, something that I would never normally order, just so I can scout it. Maybe in the future.
I'm vanilla as hell with my pizza. It's just
shocking.
Just pepperoni.
What are you not? I mean, honest to God, what would you say you're the least vanilla about?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like the Matt George stereotype is that if you were an ice cream, you would be clear.
Just ice.
Just ice.
Ice, yeah.
Just ice. That's it. Just a big
unflavored snow cone.
Scoop of exactly.
So I was a late bloomer with my palate, but
Were you a picky kid?
I was, very much so. And I had no spice tolerance, and I still don't have much, but now I love spicy.
Really?
Love spicy.
Like
so I've started getting really into Cajun food, getting into...
Cajun food's not really spicy.
There's spice to it.
Well, I'm getting there. I've gotten into gumbos. I've gotten into curries. I'm expanding.
So when you say you're getting into spicy, those all have a ton of spices in them. But are you also saying you're getting into temperature spicy? In other words, burn a little bit on the tongue.
I have partaken in stuff like that, especially with different types of sauces for wings.
He's trying. What are you gatekeeping for?
I'm not gatekeeping.
You're kind of gatekeeping.
When he says I like spicy food. Well,
he's saying I'm coming out of my shell on spicy food.
I like spicy food.
You're gatekeeping. This is what gatekeeping is, because Chris will eat food that puts your mouth on fire.
Hey, I'm a big Huddersfield Town fan. I don't know anything about them, know that they play soccer. But I'm just as big as all the rest of them.
He didn't say that.
What is something that is very obvious to be vanilla about? Let's see if I fit that mold. What's a very vanilla?
If I were to grab your Spotify most played
You've
last
already
10
seen
songs, have I?
Yeah, we did that as a segment.
And what was in there?
It's nerdcore hip hop.
Yeah. No, it's for me, it was Bruno Mars, Post Malone.
Okay.
And then I think there was some Queen in there because my wife listens to Queen a lot.
Here's a real good line of demarcation.
Okay.
Do you own any hot sauces?
I do.
What is your favorite hot sauce?
Ooh. My favorite hot sauce. I don't know if I know the name of the brand. I got it from a golf tournament.
Did you?
It was a local company that made it.
Because that's often a good way, because you've got your from from Cholula
to Tapatio.
Tapatio and Cholula.
You got Cholula. What would you say, Chris? If we were doing a pyramid, you'd have your Cholula, your Tapatio,
Frank's Red,
Crystal. Frank's Red's I think Frank's Red's below Cholula.
Yeah.
So Frank's Red, let's call that the bottom. Then you have your Cholula, your Tapatio, and your Crystal probably. And then you move up to your Tabasco, all those. And then you move up to the special one. When something comes in, it's Dave's kill your mouth with fire sauce or something.
It's not very hot, but it is spicy. It's incredible. It's from San Jose Taqueria, La Victoria's.
Oh, yeah. I've had that.
The orange sauce is the best hot sauce.
No, I thought the best hot. Wasn't there one you had me bring you back from?
That was Jock's hot sauce.
Yeah.
But you have to get that from England.
Yeah.
I'm just
and
proud
tariffs prices have not helped it.
I'm just proud that I maybe 3-4 years ago, if I didn't know what it is, I wouldn't try it. Now it's I'll try anything.
Is part of that because you have a kid?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm annoyed that he's picky.
Yeah.
Me.
I was talking about this yesterday. You know how you get a kid to not be picky?
You don't be picky?
No. Well, that helps, but foolproof. How old is he now?
He'll be 5 in August.
Okay, so here's
Matt's wife. I'm not making buttered noodles for all of us.
She doesn't make anything.
Here's the layout, right? You hit all the plates. Everybody's got their little plate. Is he still eating on it? Is he past the high chair? Or he's got a little booster chair.
No, he's in a normal chair.
Okay, so here's his plate.
He's
your plate,
13,
your plate.
Dave.
He's almost 5. You lay it out. Kid says, "I don't like that."
Uh-huh.
You say, "That's what's for dinner." And then if they don't eat it, they don't eat.
So starve your kid?
Yes.
Oh,
for a night. Not gonna die. One night.
He'll just go to his mother when I leave the room.
That's the trick.
Can I have something else?
You got to be in unison.
Yeah.
My favorite hot sauce, by the way, is we go to Celebrity Birthdays, brought to you by Crumble Cookies. It's a niche hot sauce, I think. It's from a company called Pepper Plant.
Uh-huh.
It's a dark reddish orange sauce. God, I forget what it's called. They've got a few. They got a garlic one and a few others. But if you ever, I got it in Monterey once. If you ever see Pepper Plant on the shelves, I'm telling you, dude, it goes on everything. If you mix it with a little bit of sour cream for certain things.
I'll just say this. For years, I listened to you talk about how great New Orleans food was.
Yes.
And I finally went to New Orleans. It was a sad occasion because it was when the Kings got eliminated in the play-in tournament. I went there with ABC 10. Remember when they...
Did I see you? I was there too. Did we see each other?
Probably.
I was there that night.
No?
Yeah.
Well,
anyways.
we passed by. Anyway, tried food. Changed my life.
It's the best.
Yep.
This is the absolute
changed
best.
My life.
Speaking of celebrity birthdays, as we say hello to Kayla
Hi,
well,
Kayla.
who is busy
working.
computering
I didn't know I was
noting.
in here. Sorry.
Starting already.
Oh, no, you did that on purpose.
I did not do that on purpose.
I was sitting here the whole time, and you never once.
I was talking to him about.
Right,
I've done that
right.
with you all. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
the whole time.
We're gonna have to stop crosstalk.
Nothing you
I don't want to do this.
Matt,
I don't want to do this with you every day.
Matt can come
Did this
in.
yesterday.
Matt
I don't want
can
to.
come
If we're gonna do this
That's
every
fine.
day, I'm fine with no crosstalk. Swear to
is
God. Celebrity birthdays. Christ.
Happy birthday today to Chipper Jones.
Hey, happy birthday, Chipper.
Larry.
Can I get out of here?
Yeah, Dave said he'll do your show for you.
Oh.
No, dude.
He wants to work this out with Kayla.
Jason's back on Monday. Almost done.
You almost made it.
It's been a long week.
We need one show of you two together.
Chipper Jones.
Last
Sorry.
10 minutes.
Chipper Jones is 55.
Please be 54 or less.
54?
Yeah.
Kayla?
Kayla's not playing.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't need to play. You don't want
I've
to.
invited you to play, Kayla.
Okay. Dave said he didn't want me to talk, so.
That's what he said.
55.
That's what I said.
Got a correct answer. Carmichael Dave.
Hey,
54.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday today to Jerry Judy.
Who?
Come on.
Is it a judge?
A wide receiver. Not with Denver anymore,
That's
though.
embarrassing.
Jerry Judy is 28.
30.
29.
Probably should have written this down real quick.
Hey, see, there's your shot. That's embarrassing.
No. Chris doesn't do anything wrong. I kill Chris with kindness, and it doesn't work.
No.
Today he is, I'm sorry, one more time.
I said 28.
I said 29.
30.
Dave is closer. He is 27 today.
Oh, 2 for 2.
And last one, Saturday, it is Al Pacino's birthday.
Oh, God.
Hoo-ah!
This is going to suck.
77.
Kayla?
85.
Yeah, I think she's on the right track. I'm going to... 80. He's 80-something. I'll go on the wrong side and say 86, hoping I'm absolutely wrong. I want to be wrong.
Al Pacino is 85 today, but tomorrow on his birthday, he will be 86. I guess you're kind of both right.
I did not want to be. God dang, he's 86.
Old.
And Jack Nicholson's pretty much done. Like he's still with us, but he's in his 80s, and I think he's done. Like I don't know when the last time he acted was, but every time you see a picture of Jack Nicholson, it's like he's wandering around and they get some stupid paparazzi
To be
shot
fair,
of him.
there's a lot of pictures of him
He's
like
at
that
the
in the
Lakers
80s.
game.
He's courtside.
I love. I feel for like Jack. Like he's Jack.
Jack.
All right, we'll take a break.
Shiny.
When we come back, I do not know what Chris has in store for Friday Fun and Games. It's always a surprise when Jason's gone. We'll get to that next.
After missing significant time last season, will Domantas Sabonis return to form in 2026?
Rehab's going really good. My Wolverine healing powers are starting to kick in, and I feel like I'm ahead of schedule, and I'm just really excited for next season, even though this one just finished. I'll be ready for the start of next season and play at the All-NBA level that everyone here in Sacramento has been used to seeing me play at.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy one Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55, but unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd to the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Attention Roseville residents, this just in. Keeping your vehicle well-maintained doesn't just protect your car, it also protects your local waterways. This May, bring your used oil filter to a participating AutoZone location and receive a free new filter. Available every weekend in May. Recycle your used oil and filter the right way. For details and tips on proper oil and filter replacement, visit roseville.ca.us/oil. Funded in part by Cal Recycle. Limit 1 per customer. Maximum value is $9.99. Roseville residents only. Proof of residency is required at participating locations only.
Your Toyota's been through a lot with you. Traffic, rain, potholes, you name it. But it keeps showing up, mile after mile. So maybe it's time to give a little back. For a limited time at your local Toyota dealer, get 3 new tires and get the 4th for $1. Because a ride that's always there for you deserves to be taken care of. 3 tires, get the 4th for $1? Go on, treat your Toyota. Deal ends April 30th. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Restrictions apply. Toyota and Scion vehicles only. See participating Toyota dealers for details.
Are you looking for a night out that actually delivers? Grab your friends and head to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. We've got cold drinks, great
Friday fun and games
on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
No, Jason Ross, as he is wrapping up.
Friday fun and games.
He is wrapping up his golf trip.
Games. Selfish.
Abandoned Dunes. Yeah, more like Abandoned Dunes.
Got him.
Abandoned you. Are we doing an eye test today?
That's right. I don't think you've done this one before, have you?
No, this is new
I'm fairly new here.
No, but you've done a few.
I think you guys have played this, but I'm nicer than Jason to where I let you see the alphabet instead of you just guessing what the alphabet is.
What's happening? What's going on with the attitude between the two?
Nothing. She's busy.
I came in and he went directly to you, didn't say one thing to me.
I honestly,
I take that as a shame.
No, it was yesterday
I take
too.
That as, no, yesterday it was just it was freezing in here.
Well,
and
he
didn't like the fact that for some reason I said it, but you did too. But I got blamed.
No, it was the sick thing.
I also said it before he did, before you guys did.
Yeah, but I'm used to that with Chris.
We need a little cool.
Okay, like you're not used to it with me.
When I am dealing with massive confrontations, I tend to withdraw.
It's all men.
Withdraw?
It's all men.
I just withdraw.
You kept on the attack.
What are you talking about? I didn't attack. I was talking to you about something.
Well, that was spicy stuff.
That's it. And I got in trouble for that.
Yeah, but Dave, when you're like this and you literally I'm sorry, that was not a very riveting conversation either. It was very
Oh my God. God dang, Kayla. Jeez.
Well, I mean, it just went on too long.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because
Matt, do you like this? Yes. Matt, do you like this? Yes.
I think because he was intentionally trying to keep it going.
I literally wasn't. I get gaslit enough when I go home.
Dude, I'm uncomfortable.
I just want to do the game.
All right, let's do it.
But
put a patch on your eye. Let's go.
She's grading our content now. She's moved on to content grading.
Matt was not a part of that.
I feel like I'm going to get in trouble today.
This is your fault.
It's a good day.
I'll find a way to.
Fernando Mendoza.
I'll find a way to blame you because I'm scared of her now.
Yeah.
He's not scared. He's gonna try to light my fire every time.
No, I was a gallon of water today. I purposely just
Yeah, you ignored Kayla.
And his job, you see what he does? That's all he does.
No, you know who we've learned is a real chief instigator is
Jason.
Whitey Gleason.
Whitey is secretly.
Whitey is Captain Instigate.
He is sneaky.
Whitey.
He said he got involved with your show yesterday. He was texting you.
He said he was texting you.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
And
I think
today.
that's what kind of set him off.
What was Whitey? What was he texting?
You said that he got a facelift.
Yeah, no, but that was after a bunch of other stuff.
No,
I know what he was texting about.
Us touching the thermostat set him off. Because
No, it's
that's
fine.
That's like
No,
classic
no,
dad thing.
yeah,
You don't walk in and touch my thermostat.
You want the thermostat? By the way, and I tried to adjust it a little bit. I honestly went out of my way. And
I feel good.
Because I had it cool, and then I went to go warm it up to be a nice guy.
Oh, see, he's learning.
And then
Good
what?
job,
No,
babe.
because I'm not trainable. Let's stay away from that language, because the implication there is that I'm being trained.
Oh my God.
So, anyways, I go over there. Did you know that the thermostat has 2 different readouts on it for temperature?
Yeah, I don't know which one's the right one.
One is even and the other is odd. And I'm OCD. I can't do odd numbers. So it's driving me nuts that it's on like 68 and 65.
Weirdo.
I also,
Party of one.
I also don't like the fact that if I'm playing poker right now, when I looked at Kayla's face when I said I'm OCD and I don't like odd numbers, the read I got was her internally thinking that's actually really good information to know for like a future prank or something. Incorrect?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now you just planted the seed.
Well, thank you.
Anyway.
All right, 5 minutes.
Good vibes,
Friday Fun and
everybody.
Games. What is the game?
It's one of our favorites, A to Z. That's
Z.
when I give you a topic, and then you have to name something from that topic using each letter of the alphabet. So
Good Lord.
let's say fruits.
Oh,
Your
I got
first
it.
one would be
It'd be
apple, and then
banana.
Okay.
So Dave is so good at this.
No, he's not.
He volunteered to go first.
No, he didn't.
And Dave,
gaslighting me
your
again.
first category is a very easy one.
Uh-huh.
TV shows.
Okay. And this is this timed?
90
Oh, you
seconds.
started? Oh, Abbott Elementary. Skip, because I should know that anyways. Cosby Show. What do you want from me? Dukes of Hazzard.
Cancel him.
Wow.
E for Skip. F for
Fernando Mendoza.
Friday. Nope. Full
Friday Night
House.
Lights.
Full House. G for Girls. H.
That is one.
It is. H for Hogan's Heroes. I.
You're old as
I
hell.
for I don't know. J is the Jeffersons.
You're so old.
K is Kids in the Hall. L is Los Loma Pre.
Lost.
Lost. Thank you. M is for
Mickey Mouse Club.
Thank you. You can't help. N is for
corrected you, he didn't
I want to say. Oh, did I say K? I did. N is for I Wish Knight Rider, but Night Court because it's with a K. O is for One Life to Live. P is for Skip. Q is Skip. Well, Quincy, MD. R is Skip. S is Sanford and Son. T is nope. U. V. W. Wayne's. Nope, that's a movie. Don't know X. And Y is for Young MC, who's a rapper, not a TV show.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my strategy is if it's not coming right to me, I skip.
Yeah.
How might I
you
get?
got pretty far. You got to X.
I did. I skipped
as long
a
as
few,
you
though.
skipped
what?
BEIPRTUVNW.
And now I'm going to be pissed because I'm going to remember all the shows now that start with
So
that.
I helped him with
I know,
one,
and he didn't
you
yell
took
at
it.
you.
And then
Right.
you helped him
Yeah.
the next
And then
one.
I got
you,
yelled
Oh, did that happen?
Right. Yeah, but he's not picking on
Okay,
you.
all
or
right,
anything.
I'll wear
But
that.
he's not
That's
picking-
just subliminal
Where's our
then. I'm
tallies?
subliminally mad at her.
Where's our tallies?
So,
Tally.
Where's the tally?
I get one, though. I was
No,
attacked first.
you have two. Because you ignored me the whole first part of the
That's
show.
one.
All right, Kayla, it's
Yes.
your
Right
chance
now.
to
I
go
need
back
to
at
have
Dave.
meditation in this.
We
All
need,
right.
This thing needs to be sponsored by counseling.
Your
I don't believe in it.
your topic.
You don't?
Shocker.
Oh my
Your
God.
topic
No, I'm
is
just joking. I've been as a kid.
American colleges.
All right, Air Force, Brigham Young University, Charleston University, Dartmouth, Skip. Fresno State. Gonzaga. Let's do Harvard. Illinois. Pass. Kentucky. Louisville. Montana. Notre Dame. Oh my goodness. Oregon. Purdue. Skip. Rutgers. SMU. Texas. UW. University of Washington.
Does that count?
I'll allow it.
Virginia. Washington State. Xavier.
Yale.
Skip. Oh gosh, Z. What do I have that I go back to?
EJQ.
Okay, E is Eastern Washington, and then J.
Yep.
JMU.
Yep.
Y.
Why? Ivy League.
Oh gosh, Yale. Z.
Is there a Z?
I remember this one.
Zenith.
No, I think there's
Very well done. I believe you only missed Q and Z.
What is a Q?
Is Quincy it?
Quinnipiac.
I want to say
Quinnipiac.
Like there's one rando
Quinnipiac.
that starts with Z.
Is there?
Oh
wow.
Oof.
Oh, that's hard.
Oh, no. Matt didn't get to play?
Most of them are in China, but I thought there was one. No, I mean, seriously, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, that's wild. I thought there would be
was one here. Hold on.
Take it
Okay,
back.
Matt, in 45 seconds,
Go, Matt, go.
name orcs.
Azog the Defiler.
That's not real.
That's a real one.
He's actually
it's
right.
It's the pale orc
He's
from The
actually
Hobbit.
correct.
Bob.
Bob the orc, dude. Hi, what's your name, Bob?
Yeah, that's all I got.
I don't see one.
Yeah, that's weird.
Colleges that start with Z in the United States. It says Zaga Zig.
And Zoid?
Zoid University.
I guess I would have let you have Zaga.
Yeah. Zaga.
But you used it for
Then what would
Gonzaga.
G be? George Washington?
Just Georgia?
I did do
Georgia,
George,
yeah.
didn't I? Did I do G?
I thought you
ended
did
up
You said
Gonzaga.
You said Gonzaga for G.
Yeah. What's coming up, guys? NFL draft, I assume?
Lots of NFL draft breakdown. We're celebrating Fernando Mendoza, talking about what the Niners did. Your boy Q from Locked On Raiders at 1 o'clock, and we're supposed to hear from Fernando at 1 o'clock, or maybe, I don't know.
Very good. All that and more. Matt and Kayla for 4 hours coming up next. Bye-bye now.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next